What's up, everybody? Monster Bass in the house. The real shot. Epic Eric. It's going to be an awesome night. Look at the comments pouring in, buddy. Are you ready for this, Eric? What's up, everybody? Eric, where'd you go, bro? There you are. What are you doing, man?
What's up, everybody? Monster Bass.
Turn that down.
The real shot.
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, you're killing us, bro. You're killing us. What is wrong with you? Huh?
Yeah, I'm a little rusty.
You like my new look
too much time in the basement, dude. It's awesome, man.
You gotta be safe, bro. It's actually very hot under that.
That was quite the intro, Brojas.
The virus. Cyrus the virus. What's up, what's up?
What's up, St. Chris?
We made it back from our
Mikey
epic
Powers
adventure.
In the house. Yes, we did.
Wow. How's your day going, by the way?
Alabama Big Bass Tour. Come on.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
We saw a double digit or two.
We did.
They came to look. They came to look at the glide. It was about this fast. Woo! What was that?
Well, we're going to do a breakdown of our little trip. We're going to talk frog fishing a little bit. Sight fishing.
Yeah.
Glide baiting.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Houston.
Good night. What were the chances he'd show up? That was crazy.
I don't know. What was he doing on a private lake? That private lake was secured by my good friends at Beast Coast Fishing.
Yes.
Explain that one.
So, on the last show, if you guys remember, I was contemplating going down and fishing from the bank. Thank God I didn't actually do that. But as luck would have it, unfortunate for Beast Coast, he got the, dare I say, flu.
You can.
Which strain, which version, we don't know.
We don't know.
But, man, he was down for a while. So Travis calls me last minute and says, dude, do you want to go? That's all I needed to hear, buddy. I packed up that truck and rolled down the highway. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree. You sure
did.
Yeah,
man.
You sure did.
I posted up, man. Posted up. Thank you for the invite. I was honored to be an alternate, first alternate. No shame in that game.
You were definitely an alternate.
And let me tell you something. Day one was I rusty. But thank God Travis was in rare form. He put on, everybody, a frog clinic. You're going to see a nice little clip. Thank God I got one big bass in the boat for the Creole, but Travis did the work. And it's pretty special.
It was probably the best frog fishing that I've ever had.
I would say it was one of the best frog days I've been witness to.
Listen, and this wasn't a frog day, dude. This was 3 hours.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a half day. We kind of rolled up to the place.
At like 3 o'clock.
3 o'clock, so it was 3 till dark. I had one of those days with Billy Kramer on the river, on the Potomac. That was, a top one. This is a top one. I can't remember others like it. Top frog day of my life. Right there with Billy Kramer's. Crazy. And he said that was his best day of bass fishing ever on the river, and that guy's been fishing for 40 years.
Wow.
So I was witness to that, and I was witness to you. Crazy. Yeah. Both crazy days.
That got me thinking, what was the best day you've ever had fishing? And I would have to sit and think about that one. I guess I don't know off the top of my head.
Well, that was kind of a topic of our conversation. You kind of walked away and said that was good. And I said, if that wasn't great, and you looked at me and said, yo, Epicy, what's going to make me happy in fishing? And I said, I don't know, man, but we contemplated our futures and, your soul of bass fishing.
We did.
What gets you going?
You know what, Ryan? I fished with Ryan Salzman from True Bass Swim Baits FLW Pro. He was. It was 2 weeks ago. We did a live at his house. That was the last time. And by the way, before I forget, guys, starting next week, we're going to start doing these lives on Tuesdays at 7:30. if
Yeah.
everybody's cool with that. And if you're not, I'm sorry. We are going to save them if they don't get out of hand. You know, the last live I had to delete because it got a little out of control. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. The last week, frankly, has been a blur for me, man. All I know is I drove 3,000 miles in 7 days.
That's it.
That's it. That was a lot for me. And after being in my garage in my tackle room organizing stuff for 3 weeks straight, I might have forgot how to fish.
Well,
I got in rare form the next day, posted up.
I'll tell you what.
And ended up the tour strong down at Clarks Hill Lake.
I certainly did make the comment multiple times on day one. And I said, I think you spend more time in the garage than you do on the lake. You were rusty, dude.
That's a fair fact. That was the first time I bass fished all year. And to go straight to frog fishing, which, you know, you got to be on it, man. Your cast got to be good. You got to be, like, on the hook set. You can't jerk the frog if it's not down. You know, there's so many schools of thought on frog fishing. Do you wait? I posted an Instagram video, which I stole from a guy who's a scientist. You know, frog fish, they can push the frog out. Do they really have it? Do they spit it out? You know, they can spit it out faster. You can set the hook. So if they want it, they're going to eat it. Anyway, a lot of schools of thought. Some guys count to 3, watch them walk. It's interesting. So
that's right. That's right. Oh man, I'm reading a little bit of comments. Eric, you got this? You responded?
The comments? I'm going back. Let's see what we got. The sickness. Thank you, Eric. Somebody asked about black label baits. I said they're good. You know, most premium balsa baits that are handmade, they're decent for sure. Lots to pick from out there. Darlene really loved your outfit in the beginning. That was a great one. The virus, the sickness. Yes. Doorknobs must have been clean. Hey, yo, what's up, fellas? Expo. Guy bought your tubes and Gobi. I bought them both.
Sweet.
How'd you do with them? Jimmy. Jimmy's a cool dude. Snakehead. Toilet paper tackle for 2020.
You got me all caught up. That's all good. Listen, guys, so a couple people are asking about Smallmouth Crush merchandise. I got a bunch of boxes and envelopes coming from Amazon. As soon as they arrive, I'm going to, you know what, probably next week's live, we're going to start offering some of the clothes. So you guys can get them next week, Tuesday, during the live show. I'm going to offer what sizes I have, and boom, away we go. How's that sound?
Yeah, Rich Shackelford asked about what frog we're using, and we will get into it. We're going to do a little bit of
We're getting into it all.
There's no question about it. And yes, derbies are canceled. There's derbies everywhere getting canceled, man. It's crazy. Derbies getting canceled down in South Carolina. I was helping a guy practice for his derby this Sunday. I actually cut off my buzzbait that I caught a jait on, and he's got it, but he's got nowhere to throw it. Boat ramps are closed. So
we're going to try to keep this part of the show more fishing related. I know you guys have a lot of questions as far as my thoughts and where I'm at. We will save that for the Smallmouth Crush After Hours Live, which happens kind of whenever we want it.
True. I mean, I think we got some really cool techniques to talk about.
We got a lot to go through today, guys.
Yeah, I mean, you know, bed fishing, you know, old school things like methylate trickworms. I threw it different than I'd ever thrown it before. Dead stick didn't caught a jane. Travis had a bed fishing way. I had another bed fishing way. And he just went on a tear with the frog. I cannot wait to see this footage. I actually just stopped fishing, filmed at one point because it said, "You're on fire."
Man. Hey, don't forget to check out my latest video. We're finally back to posting videos on a regular schedule as well. The Giant TRD.
Yes. That was cool in studio, man. That was fun. That was right before the Ike Foundation dinner.
Yes. Did you watch that one yet?
When did you post it?
Yesterday.
Remember, I shot the video.
I know, but sometimes you like to go back and watch.
Oh, I definitely will.
Okay.
And I'll love it, like it, and I'll love it, like it, and comment. Because I got to say, I'm probably one of the top guys that responds to the questions on your show, which means I'm kind of your fucking assistant. So, just FYI, let's get that out of the way right now.
Oh, jeez.
I had to rest up. I rolled into town last night at like 10, and watched a very interesting Netflix documentary called The Minimalist. The Minimalist. And let me tell you something, it got me thinking. That's for another topic, another night. We're talking about fishing.
I got you.
But if anybody's interested, I thought it was interesting. It's about paring down, making your life simple.
Sounds like, never mind. Okay.
Thank you, because that could just create a whole other stream of conversation.
That's
and
right.
we'd be off topic right out of the gate.
That's right. That's right. So what do you guys, should we jump into a small clip of our frog adventure?
Oh, I'm begging you.
Let's
please
do it. All right.
Just get to it.
We're going to talk while we're doing it because for the first 4 or 5 minutes, you kind of get to see the struggle it took to get us back into some of these areas we're fishing.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Dude, you worked your ass off.
Let's take a look at it.
I'd have fallen.
Can you just thread the needle on that brush pile and get it on the right bank? I know, man. The next turn would be. But I think you're souping it up, bro. So you want to go fishing in shallow water. Now what? It's pretty tight, folks. Darkness is coming. We may be sleeping on the boat back here. Maybe, but he's got a push pole, folks. He's no rookie. It's going in the compartment for the push pole. Look at the massive amount of tackle he's got. Mafia bag. Mafia. Part of the bass mafia, everybody. Easy on that tip, man. Don't get crazy. This is what you got to do for a big fish some days. Man, I think I need a snack watching all this. Uh-oh. Ooh, that had to hurt.
Can you watch the pole?
Yeah. I'm just going to do some gardening. All right. Can he do it? We've seen him do this before. The back of the boat is down. You want me up front or behind? No. I think
It's pretty shallow.
we're maintaining our current
maybe
position.
come on up.
Maybe come on up and see if that gets the ass. I know I'm spinning around here a lot. He's trying, everybody. This is a lot of work. He's going to eat good tonight. And the bad news is you got to get out. Once
I
you
know.
get here.
That's the problem.
Travis, come on. What do you got? What do
Gotta
you
get
thinking about?
back.
You got to get back, folks. He wants to get back further. This is an epic episode, man. This is kind of like the walkabout, but he's in the boat. Cacao! Cacao! Oh, he's getting ever so closely. There's a stream coming out, too. Did you see that?
I hear it.
Oh, my gosh. Babbling brook in the back. Things just got interesting a little. He makes the cast. He's in the woods. He's not going to jerk it hard. He's hung. Can you get it out softly? It's not looking good. It's pulling hard. It's pulling the boat forward. Holy crap. Oh shit. It's moving the whole brush pile. Uh-oh, frog's gone. But that's okay.
Honestly, didn't really care for that frog.
He didn't care for that frog. We're re-rigging. Re-rigging. This is what you got to go through to catch a jank. I wouldn't even think about picking up my frog right now, making a cast.
No?
No, I wouldn't.
Why not?
You worked hard to get back. This is your moment.
Okay.
I need to see it, bro, Haas.
All right.
I think you could do it.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow, look at that. That's crazy. How does that even happen with braid, man? Braid is the most craziest material ever. All right, I think he's got a clean shot. He's about to re-rig.
Give me 1 second.
No problem, man. I'm just gonna. I'm chronicling this whole thing. You better show this unedited.
Okay.
I want people to see what it takes.
Yeah.
He just bit his drop shot off quickly. Things are flying all over the place. He's moving.
Doesn't have a lot of braid left on it.
Okay, not a lot of braid. We donated some braid there.
Yeah.
All right, no
Okay,
problem.
Get the pants up.
Pants up.
Sweating like a mother.
He is sweating hard, man, but we believe there's a giant back here. What frog's coming up? He's gone through the depths. He's gone through the river to sea popping frog, the bullywah. Bullywah. Is he going to pick up a jackal? We don't know.
I'm going to give that depths one more try.
Depths, the black depths?
Different one.
Brand new?
Yep, we'll see if we can wreck it.
Okay, here it goes. What color are you? What's the flavor?
Green. frog.
Green frog, bluegill bottom. Could be a great choice. Will it be? They've been responding to white so far. But the green frog will mirror the bluegill, which the clean. Clear. Clear. Cacao. Cacao. Here we come.
Here we go.
Let's go, man. Make it happen. Back to back. Uh-oh. What happened?
Well, we're running out of line.
We're running out of line. All right. Oh, no. Feeling the frog.
All right, one last cast.
Frog Nation.
I need to get over
Last
this
cast,
side.
folks. I mean, this is for real last cast. No, I don't think that's going to satisfy his itch.
I'll go after this.
All right. I'm literally so tired I'm about to fall over.
For real?
No, dude, I am zipped.
Why?
I drove
I thought you had
till
rest.
1:30. No, I only got 4 hours of sleep. And then 4 hours the night before, 8 hours and 48 hours. That's not going to do it for me. I'm going to hit it hard tonight.
All right, let's try to get out of here and catch a few more fish.
All right, do it. Let's do it.
Keep her going. Ready?
All right, yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so that's, you know, we had to try. We had to come back and see.
Yep,
Now we have to try to get out of
But I tell you what, it was worthwhile, dude.
Well, yeah.
You got a giant.
True.
Poles, you got them?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm going to watch the poles, okay? I'm going to turn the camera off.
I'm going to get bang. Got him. Oh, man, that's a stud.
Nice.
Wow. Dude.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh! You gotta go get him!
Oh. Look at this guy. Holy shnikes.
Oh!
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Wow.
baby! Big head.
Just grabbed it.
That was awesome.
Whew.
Holy
That
moly.
gets you excited.
Wow! Nice work, Travis.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah!
Skinny Canal, let's do it! Lake X, Alabama.
Damn.
Let's do that again.
Yeah. Yeah. Slow it down.
That was fun.
That was awesome.
That was. I don't remember. Oh, I do remember now. I caught that on a Strike King poppin' frog that's got those, it has like just a bunch of, the plastic behind it is just a one whole, I don't know what you
Yeah,
call
it's
it.
one. Yeah, it's one. It's like a tail.
Yes.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what?
weird looking.
I mean,
They caught him.
it did.
Dude, there's so many frogs out there.
There is, man.
What's everybody's favorite frog? Sound off, and let's watch them roll in.
How about this?
So,
How about we watch?
favorite popping frog, favorite walking frog, right?
Yep.
Sean Lai.
I was just gonna ask where Sean was. Is he around?
There he goes, man. Just seen him.
Nice.
Jimmy Steiner's watching.
I got
Deckle. Somebody likes Deckle. Who remembers?
What's
who
up, Mike?
remembers
Listen. What's up, my coronavirus home skillet, dude? That is legit, right
That's
there.
a good one. That's
That
a good
is
one.
legit
Pop and
right
perch.
there.
That's the one. Pop and perch.
I love it.
Deckle Sprinker. Buliwa.
Well, that's a good one.
Dean Rojas. Can't argue with that. I've not seen anybody mention the freaking OG Andre. Reaction Innovations. Swamp Donkey. Probably one of the best walking frogs ever made.
I love the Terminator popping frog. I'm sorry, Eric. I know you hate it. I love it. I
Don't
love it.
like it.
I love
I
it,
know.
dude.
But that's the cool part about fishing. You
But-
can love one.
Yeah,
have
but
fun.
you should love it too. And I'm really almost pissed off about it.
Well, you know what? Give me a few. I'll trade you some of my bullywas, and let's,
All
we'll be even.
Fair
But
enough.
anyway, one of the reasons I like this bait, it walks great, but look at the hook on that bait. See how the hook point, it's a custom frog hook. The hook points tip up, and man, it gets them. It gets them. They screwed this frog up. I've talked a lot about how baits get great, and then they switched manufacturers, and Andre had a run with super hard rubber or plastic, whatever you want to call it, and then super soft, which would tear instantly. So you don't know what you're getting when you're getting on eBay if you're trying to find them. Somebody brought these back. I can't remember. I think it was Bub Tosh. Anyway, or another company.
I gotcha.
I'll tell you, Little Frog, they eat the hell out of, and this one is just scarred up and tattered. The Jackal Iobi. That's got a little keel on the bottom. It's a great little walking frog. It's a snack size. And they torch it. Jackal Iobi.
How about we watch a little scene of you catching a fish? How about that?
Hey, that'd be good. I can't believe I caught one, man. I had 8 hours of sleep in 2 days. I was done.
Let's see what we can find here.
Good one, Eric.
The struggle was real.
Wow.
Switched up to white.
Nice.
Look at that one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Choked it.
Choked it. I made the good cast too, man. Slid it right under that tree. And look, he ate it. Jackal, the white frog.
We switched to white,
I
even
switched
though
to
it's
white.
cloudy. Explain that, please.
I don't. We should have been throwing black. I was throwing bluegill. I was, missing fish, but
Yeah,
that's it. I got your line. That's
Oh.
crazy.
that's a good one.
Damn, yeah. Dude.
That's my jackal frog.
Oh, shoot. Back to the real shot.
What?
We're back. I hit the wrong button.
Damn.
David, any frog tricks? Man, yes.
son.
But, Eric, don't.
What's that?
We weren't going to
What's
talk about
that?
that.
What's that?
Eric.
I got a lot of tricks.
Eric.
I can't help myself.
No. Because
Come on,
it's
man.
I fish Tidal, I
I
fish Potomac.
I want to show the peeps, man. What's going on with that skirt? Why does it have a little bit of a flash boo like you might find in a popper? I don't know.
I don't mind if you share that, but don't share the BBs.
Oh, God, man. Well, it's on my Instagram, so they could go find it. Just look for my frog video, and you'll know.
How many BBs
Michael
does it?
Caine.
How many BBs does it take to sink in a big old mat on the Potomac? 12.
You probably you want 12. But if you just want a little rattle, put like 3 copper BBs in, and you'll be happy.
Right.
Some guys throw a glass rattle in, they break, but when it's whole, it's great. If you could get like a steel casing with a steel ball bearing, I'm stoked to find out what is in that depths frog.
And first of all, we need to talk about this depths frog. Should we talk about that now before we? Yeah, let's do it. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let me show you one last fish catch that was caught on a depths frog.
Yep.
But the problem is, we're also going to pick on Eric a little bit because
Please.
he needs to learn how to film a little bit. The camera
I
was
do.
never on.
What?
Let's watch it. Here we go.
BS glass beads. There you go. That's right. I remember.
Oh, it's a stud. Oh my God. Hey, look at this. Damn, dog. So if you're not getting that camera, then that one's not showing up. Took a picture. Just watch. You got it. Stay away from that.
Okay. I'll do it.
Right now, bro. Come on. Look. Just move all the way. Okay. There we go.
Nice.
That's what we came here for.
Do it.
Look at that, dude.
That's a stud.
It's a solid fish.
Another one, man.
Out of the way, dude.
All right, dude. So you obviously didn't know how to work the camera. I was like, I don't know what to say. Sean, thank you for the $20, guys.
I
for
donate
Timothy
money
Mass
for
downtown.
Eric to spill Travis's bait secrets. But Sean, you don't have to pay him. They're my secrets, not his.
Listen,
I'm the bait monkey.
all right, listen, Eric. So
Truth or not, bro?
I
Truth or
almost
not?
truth, and I almost lost that fish because of your camera skills.
You'd already caught like 20, so I really didn't give a shit.
Jeez. I don't know. So here's the deal, guys. I caught 40,
A lot.
40, 50 fish. we had our 5 biggest, I believe, went 26 pounds.
Yep.
My 5 biggest. Your 5 biggest went, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
exactly.
Here's the depths. Poppin' frog.
Wait a minute. I had one of those 5 fish in the 5 creel, so that's
No,
all I'm
I
gonna
caught
say.
no, I caught 5.
No.
Yes,
No,
I caught 5 fish
no.
over 5 pounds, Eric.
We're gonna wait to see the video.
I caught 5
No.
Yes, I did. You keep
One
saying
of those
that.
fish. One
No.
of those fish was
Yes,
mine.
one of your
Yes.
your fish was probably bigger than one of my smaller 5s, but I
Yes,
still had
so-
26 pounds by myself.
Possibly.
Oh,
You did. He did, folks. He crushed him. He crushed him. He crushed him. He crushed him. Too bad it didn't make the final creel, though. Just saying. All right, show him that frog.
here it is. So, I love this frog. It has a very unique sound in it. What's in it? We're going to find out tonight because this frog sucks. What do I mean by that?
Him.
It catches them, but they do not hold up. So the white frog got jammed up right here. I lost I lost some rabbit fur on the back, and I said, "Oh, you know what? No big deal. We'll switch over to black. It's cloudy. That's probably what we should be throwing anyways." So I pick up the black one. Well, as you can see, we have half a rabbit fur left. And the weight, it sunk. It went bloop. Down it went. After what, 5 minutes?
Oh, literally. Didn't last 5 minutes.
So these frogs cost about $19.99 a piece. And they catch them. But, Eric, you saw the frustration. You were out there with me. I'm like...
Dude, I bought one years ago from Herb at whatever tackle.
Yeah.
And I threw it on the upper bay. Literally, it sunk within seconds. And I'm like, I couldn't keep the water out of it. But I love the rattle. I'm dying to know what's in the box. What's in the box? Because it's really got a loud sound. It might be one of those tungsten 4-speeds the guy was talking about. Remember those tungsten 4-speeds that wouldn't crack like glass beads for Carolina rigging?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do you get that in this frog? I mean, there's a hole in the back, but geez, to get that tungsten bead in, I guess you'd have to, like, take the frog apart. I don't even know how this is put together.
I'm just going to have to say, I mean, well, I was planning on making another order, and I was going to get some more and give them one more try.
Wow. That's brave.
Because I love the sound. Let's find out what's inside the frog, shall we?
Let's do it, shall we? And maybe if we could find out what the bead is, we could put the bead in other frogs we like better.
All right, let's take a look. I'm just going to cut her right here at the top.
This is surgery time, man. This is bait surgery. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Remember when we did that to the jerk bait?
That was awesome. Spare no expense.
Looks like steel.
Quality control. Is it a steel ball?
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Just a
Steel ball knocking against the hook.
Yep. Let me pull it out. Come on, Randy.
Come on, Randall. Get that thing out.
I'm trying.
What in the hell?
There it is.
What is it? It's a ball bearing.
That's it.
So get yourself some ball bearings.
For real.
But that's awfully big. Maybe that's why it frickin' sinks. So if that wasn't already in there, how would you get that in that bait? Like, find a spot. It's got the water exit on the back, which is 2 small holes.
Yeah. You would take a small razor blade and you could slip it into a frog and maybe glue it back together.
Oh, man, it doesn't stay once you frickin' cut a frog like that. You could get it through the hook slot. Look. So down there, see that? You might be able to force it through that, but you might rip off the weight.
Oh,
That's
see.
the problem.
I see.
And that's typically how I do it. Like on the Swamp Donkey, see that little spot right there? That's where I'll slip my BBs or, glass. And it helps if you got to lubricate it to get it in there.
Yes.
Yes. That was weird. Sorry. John Henning said lube. Okay, CG3. New skin. Interesting new skin, that thing that people use for cuts. I don't know how long it would last, but it's an idea.
Yes, yes.
You could stitch it up, take it into the ER.
You could.
You know? Yeah. So what are some of the tricks that people use for frog fishing, man? Has anybody ever put a bell in their frog, like the little Christmas bells?
Eric, why are you saying this?
I don't know. I can't help it. Because I feel like when people tune in, they deserve to know. But anyway, it's really easy to put rabbit fur in your frog. So this is my little swamp donkey. Mm-hmm. And if you mess up your skirts, and by the way, here's a secret for you. Just use talc powder on your frogs and your silicone won't get gummy. That's right. Baby powder, talc powder, doesn't have to be scented. But put a little bit of that in your frog box and you won't be crying when your stuff melts together. But all you do is you take a little paper clip, and I make a little paper clip tool, and I put a little bend in that, and then I, put my little fur through. And then once it's through, I'll stick the end of it in the hole and then pull it through. And this is a finished one. I'm not going to do it for everybody now because that'll take too long. But and then, you just trim to size. You tie a knot on each side. So I would tie a knot, an overhand knot on one side of my rabbit fur, pull it through, and then do the same for the other. And that will make sure it doesn't pull all the way through like that, right? The knot will stop it on both sides. There you go. That's a trick. You can also do that with skirts. I took this Ishama one, and this frog doesn't sink because it has its own air chamber, so water can't get in. But, I put frog hair, which is a thinner skirt material, and I also put a little flash boo, did the same thing. So, pretty cool, man.
That is.
Yeah, and then, this got a rattle of its own. So, yeah, this Swamp Dog has a couple BBs in it. I usually like 2 to 3 just for sound. It gives it a little sound, makes your frog sound a little bit different. But you could experiment with materials. Clearly, a steel ball is something that has a nice sound. Ball bearing. Just get some ball bearings. They should be cheap. What do you go to your auto store to get a ball bearing? I don't know. But, yeah, you could take a Sharpie if you want to, a frog that doesn't have any, marks on the bottom. People Sharpie them up. Sometimes they'll use a little marker dye if they want a little orange throat. There's so many things you could do. There's paint that works on these frogs.
That's right.
Does anybody out there, this is supposedly a super big bass. Now, I've thrown this. I've caught a few. But, this is a big bass bait. This is an Optimum Furbit. Does anybody throw the Optimum Furbit? It comes with a little spinner dinner on the bottom. This happens to be a bluegill pattern. It's pretty sexy. And that's why they call it the Furbit, because it has that rabbit fur. Mm-hmm. Anybody throw the Optimum? Big fish bait. And you can paint that. You can use nail polish to paint that if you're worried about the silver.
Sure.
If you think it adds a little flash, then leave it silver. But nail polish works on that too.
Sometimes flash is a good thing.
Agreed. Right? Especially if they're keyed in on shad, man.
Sometimes I like to flip a weight that looks just like that.
Hello.
That's another topic.
Yeah.
Hello. Topic.
I've seen the silver weight outperform in grass for sure.
All right.
You wouldn't think, but it does. All right, I got one more. I got a little crazy with this one. Look at that. That's feathers.
Dude.
That's feathers that I tied on. But look, what you don't see in the middle of that is a jig rattle. I tied jig rattles on.
Get out of here.
Would that work? That's a Bobby's Perfect Frog in black. I think that would smoke them. I'm ready for frog season with this one. I'm going to try it. I'm bringing it out. It might just suck and sink. Who knows? The rattles might be too heavy, but they're pretty light. I think it would just make it sit ass down in the water. And, man, that fur, those feathers would just ruminate in the water. Because, it's like a popper feather, man. Damn, that looks sexy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I got too much time in the bass lab, not enough time on the water.
Here's something interesting, too, guys. So we went back to that same area the next day and threw a buzzbait and could not get a bite.
Nope.
What does that tell you?
I'm searching for an answer. They're on the beds, and they needed that frog to kind of sit in front of them.
I don't know. I was working it pretty fast, dude.
Here was the problem with the buzzbait, in my opinion.
Hey,
So there was this thin line of scum right on the bank,
yes.
green, stringy, and the only thing you could get through clean was that frog. And if you're, Travis showed it, man. If that frog didn't land near the bank or almost on the bank, you weren't getting a bite. Yeah. So you kind of had to line up parallel.
Right.
And really zip your cast on the bank. Casting accuracy was critical that day.
Wild Bill is asking, what do I think about the Boom Boom Frog? And I would love to answer that. First of all, I love Freddie. Okay. This is.
You mean with the one with the Velcro on top?
Yeah, this is nothing. I love Freddie. Okay. Freddie and I are tight.
Then don't say it.
No, I'm going to be honest.
Of course, we always are.
I went fishing with Sean, co-angler Sean, this past summer, tributary to Lake Ontario. We're in a bay, basically. Loaded up with bass, thick matted vegetation, and that was the first time I tried the frog. I could not get a hookup to save my butt.
Oh, no.
Yes, to the point where I stopped using it that day. Now, I have to use it again. You know, it could have been the day. You know what I mean?
Sure.
They might not have been on it. But
I don't know, Travis. I think if you're getting the bites, I really believe this in frog fishing. I look at a frog and I look at where the hooks are, and hey, how many people bend out their hooks, slightly tip them up? That's why I like that Reaction Innovation Swamp Talkie. I don't have to modify that hook. Do you modify your hooks? Bend them with pliers. Bend them out slightly, bend them up slightly. Why don't they just freaking make it so you don't have to do that?
Yeah.
There's nothing that aggravates me more that when you're paying $20 for a bait, $15 for a bait, $10 for a bait, whatever you're paying, make the hook right. And that's why I love that hook. I've never seen another frog hook that slightly bends the tips up. This is a sure setting mamba jamba.
Sure. And getting back to Freddie's frog, I'm going to give it another go around. Who knows? You know what I mean? It's a good concept. It's a great looking frog. It walks amazingly. It has great action. I just could not get him. I couldn't do it.
That's crazy, man. I feel you, man. There have been days like that for me.
Hold on. We got
that Dudley puts a small suction cup in front of his frogs. Yeah, you can make a walking frog, a popping frog. There are these small plastic cups.
Be right back, bro.
You put your line through, and it's pretty cool. Bass and Passion. Will cat hair work? I don't know. Oh yeah, don't use the talcum powder. Wash your hands after that. You could be a cancer patient. Damn. I'm going back in these comments. Yeah, Wild Bill, I agree, man. The fur can't bind up, no doubt about it. So I wouldn't keep it this long. I'd probably trim it. You saw how short that fur was on that depth frog. It's about that long. And fur's a bitch, man. You kind of got to take care of it. You can't just slop it back in your box wet. It pays to dry it off. But anyway, I still think the fur has incredible action. Not to say that silicone legs don't. That's one of the reasons I like this swamp donkey. I'm trying to find one like the Iobi. I mean, that's got a kind of a springy hair, but this frog hair, when it's sitting still, especially if you're not working that frog super fast. And Travis, I mean, you were working your frog with a pretty good pace, but you seem to get the bites when you'd pause the frog and then you'd go to move it, and it was like,
I paused it in key areas. You know what I mean?
Of course, the holes in the grass that you could see, right?
Yeah. So, I can't even think of the guy's name now. Get Ben TV. Sorry, bro teams. They asked about the Doomsday Tackle Frog. The Doomsday D-Hop.
I've seen it.
I'll be straight up. I've never thrown
It's kind of wild. I've never thrown it. Would you throw it? It looks weird. But maybe sometimes that's what it takes.
I can tell already it would need a little bit of
trimming. Give it a haircut.
A little haircut.
Yeah, does everybody out there trim their frog legs? Some people say cut like one longer than the other so you can walk it better. I don't know if that makes a difference.
I haven't used these yet, so I can't
that a hollow body, or is that like you put a hook in?
You got to put a hook in. Yeah, probably a 4-aught maybe. Is there directions on here?
Are you down with so the frogs have double hooks. Do people feel like they get a better hookup with a single hook versus a double hook? All right, Sean Lai said, what brand frog was I holding? Okay, I had the Jackal Iobi. I love this frog. This little frog has got a lot of Potomac fish for me. They eat it crazy. This is the Depths. What's the name of your Depths frog, Travis?
No idea.
Yep. Sean, did I hold up the one that you wanted me to hold up yet, bro? That's crazy. The Phantom Spider.
I got this in my monster box, and I'm excited for this one. Here's what I'm thinking: a small little stream where big smallmouth live.
Get Bent TV said it's an all foam body. Interesting. So no sinking problems. Travis, you're gonna have to try it. I mean, there's so many frogs out there, man. It's so crazy. You could just plumb the depths, man, and never throw them all.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
That's right.
The Jackal. Wild Bill said the Jackal's the truth. Yeah, I like that new Jackal propping frog that I caught that one on with Travis.
Is that the
I don't know why I didn't...
what's that one called?
The Jackal.
Jackal.
God, I told you about that.
I know what it is.
I wrecked them.
Listen, I was in Lake Ontario throwing that frog, and I got on real good one day. I was really impressed with it.
What flavor did you throw? And by the way, that frog hook does the tip.
Yep.
The tip of the frog hook points up. I love it. It's got a good bite to it. I don't have a problem with it sinking. I love their colors. They've got a clear bluegill. They've got an opaque one. They got black. They've got white.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a great frog, man. What's the name? Gavacho.
Gavacho.
Jackal Gavacho. I'll type that in for everybody. Jackal Gavacho. Check it out, everybody.
I really do like that frog. It's bigger though. I like a small frog, dude. That's just I gravitate towards a small frog.
Yeah, I mean that Jackal Iobi is about the size. The depths, I mean, those are very similar profile. Sorry, I hold both. I mean, look, that's the same bite-size profile that you get. They eat this Jackal Iobi. That's a flat-out fact, man. It walks super, super fantastic.
Eric, why aren't you on board with that?
I don't know, man. Would they eat it?
Oh, my God, yes. I'm an idiot.
Have you tried it?
I just keep it in this nice little packaging sitting on the shelf, and I never remember to bring it with me.
Michael Payne, have I tried the Care? I've got a few. I haven't really committed to it yet, but that's a small one, right?
So popping frog versus a walking frog. I'm a popping frog fan if I can get that sound, if I can get that bait to pop. When I'm in too thick of matted up vegetation, that's when I'll do just a standard frog. Does that make sense? Or if it's a little bit more windy, there's a little bit more commotion on the surface, that popping frog. But I use a popping frog. I'm going to pick up that popping frog before anything else.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, post-spawn, that popping frog can be, crazy good. Mm-hmm. Poppers really come into play, even walking baits. I think it's just a day kind of thing. But, yeah, if you got a preference, man, throw it. Throw what you know. Throw what you're confident in. Somebody brought up the Nori's NF60, man. That bait hasn't been made for a while. You can find them on the Japanese websites. That's a super buoyant frog. It doesn't sink, and it walks like a champ, and it gets eaten.
Yeah.
They're expensive. They're hard to find, though.
I got a few. My first frog was the
Spro?
The Spro. The bronze-eyed, right?
How many fish did everybody catch on the Spros, man?
Tons.
Awesome.
Tons.
Yeah. Has anybody thrown the shad, the Spro shad one?
I have the original Dean Rojas Quantum rod that he designed for that Spro frog. I still have it. I use it.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I honestly, as much as I frog fish, I've been rotating through frog rods, and I think I like my Spiral Light the best, and this is going to sound weird to people. The Spiral Light guides wrap around, so it looks like a spinning rod at the end. the guides point toward. And I feel like when I'm pitching, I get less line slap, if that makes any sense to people. And I get a more accurate cast. That's just me. Anyway, the Spro Shad gets bit. Spros are solid. Pop in frog, Mr. Stickle on the Potomac.
Yes.
Weight that frog down in the mats. That's right. Put some BBs in that, yo. You can't blow the frog out of the water, right? If it's got weight, you know. Plus, it makes that little depression on the mat when it's going by, man. That's a great trick for people. It's going to sink like a rock in between the holes, but you're not going to be stopping it in the holes.
Have you used a live target like the bluegill ones and things like that?
Live targets are legit. Live target frogs are legit.
Wait. Time out.
What about the booyah?
Oh, my God, dude.
Booyah.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Listen, I totally forgot.
What's wrong with us?
If I was to throw...
All right, wait. Time out.
A walking frog...
You could only have one... Wait. If you could only have one frog in your boat, walking, name your walking frog and then name your popping frog.
Live target.
This is the test.
Live target, I think it's a 65 size.
Live target walking?
Yeah.
And by the way, if anybody's got any of those black live targets with the
yellow,
the yellow on the bottom,
chartreuse?
I'll buy them all.
Man,
they stopped making that color. All right, so that's your walking frog. What is your popping frog? What's your popping frog?
Hold on, Charles had a question. We're gonna ignore that.
Did you guys see Cherry One?
Yeah.
2 lives go.
Yeah. Well, somebody's gonna have 3 of them on his next boat. Just saying.
Oh, well, I'm gonna have 4. All right. So what's your popping frog, bro?
No.
The
jackal Gavanchi.
Gavanchi. Yeah. Travis was coming up with names non-stop on the trip. I don't think he called me Eric the entire trip.
No.
It was non-stop. Just I was the man of 1,000 names.
Yes.
It was just comical.
We wake up. So we were rooming together. So we wake up in the morning. I'd be like, "What's up, Zika?"
Yes. It was nuts, man.
He's like, "What'd you call me?"
The Mega Bass, Big Gubbo.
Yeah. Oh man.
Right. You know what? It can get confusing really fast, man. It can, but you can't go wrong with a live target. You really can't. If you see them on sale for like $7.99, you buy them all.
Listen, I'm getting really excited here talking about frogs, and I just like all these. Oh man, you could. I'll tell you what. When I get this $1,000 rebate from the government, I am buying all frogs with it. Guaranteed.
It could be 2,000.
Guaranteed.
It could be 2,000. Are you going to take your wife's check?
Let's do it.
All right. We could do it. $1,000 worth of frogs. That would be exciting.
Dang.
If it really comes through.
I'm in.
Snag proof. Man, it is a cheapie, but yeah, you can catch them.
Shit.
Bobby's
I'll be right back, bro. I got if we're going to stay on the frog topic,
well, can't do it ain't even frog season, dude. We got to get to the spawn.
I know, but I got
it's the dawn of the spawn.
I got a major secret to share.
Well, then you got to go get it.
Or we could do it later at another show.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna talk about frogs in the summer.
All right.
We got to get to the dawn of the spawn, man, because I want to show people a little trick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got some tricks. I got some tricks.
So what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about the freak glide bait fish, or do you want us to talk about
I do. You have the clip of the freak glide
All right,
bait
guys.
fish, man?
All right. If Eric keeps his mouth shut, we'll be able to watch this clip real quick. Ready?
All right. Do you want me to set it up with the bait first, or I'll talk about the bait after?
You go get the bait while I'm queuing up the video.
Well, no, I have the bait.
All right.
I want to tell. Can I
talk about it? Yes. Set it up.
All right. So look, Travis tells me that the lake record is 14 pounds. So I bring 2 boxes of Gigantor baits, and I'm committed to throwing Gigantor baits. But he gets me so crazy with the frog stuff. What am I doing? Throwing a fucking frog. And I'm like, all right, when in Rome, I got it. And I suck that first 4 hours because I'm so tired, so rusty, and he's just wailing on the fish. So that day is gone. So the next morning he starts out with the frog again. And finally, when the sun is high, there's a little ripple on the water. I go, give me the front of the boat. I'm throwing this big bait. Now, I'd been throwing a little bit behind you, but I'm like, I really want to be on the front, and I want to line up and get a cast. Because,
Yes.
guys, you got to understand, there were fish on the beds that we could see.
Mostly males.
Mostly males, but some were big.
Mm-hmm.
And so I chucked this swim bait. It's a Gancraft jointed claw, slow sinking 230 and reservoir shad. Big Bait Bailey made this colorway. Anyway, Sean Bailey, he's a big bait guy out there in California or Arizona, one of the two. Anyway, so I tossed it to some of those fish just kind of cruising the bank. And Travis, did they follow it or didn't they? And I had fish nipping at this.
Listen, I'm gonna admit something right now to everybody.
Yeah.
And they know that's my downfall. That's my weakness. Besides throwing the jig, would be a big swim bait. I just don't do it. I like my Kitech 2.8s. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so Eric was bugging me for years, and talking about these glide baits and these, whatever, Eric. Like musky baits. They just remind me of musky baits back in Wisconsin. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Throw this stupid bait. Get up front. Do what you got to do. And I saw some massive bass following that damn thing that I freaked out. I tied one on. I caught fish on it.
Yep. Yeah.
There's a time and place for it.
Yes.
And those fish freaking love it.
They do.
Man.
They do. So let's get to the clip.
All right, let's go.
All right, man.
Let's take a look.
Claw.
I got you. We're trying to hire a guide for Guntersville tomorrow.
Are we?
Ryan? Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah. Yeah, right. Alright. Well, I'll figure it out. I'll keep you posted. Alright, man. Alright, see. Whoa.
Oh, it's a big one. Big one.
Eric's got a big one on a glide bait. Eric's got a big one on a glide
Big one on a glide bait. What? Oh my God. It's a big one. Wow.
Yeah, right. Alright. Well, I'll figure it out. I'll keep you posted. Alright, man. Alright, see. Whoa.
Oh, it's a big one. Big one.
Eric's got a big one on a glide bait. Eric's got a big one on a glide
Big one on a glide bait. What? Oh my God. It's a big one. Wow. I'm on the phone with Ryan.
Look at that, buddy. That's how it's done. I told you I could do it. It didn't take long. Holy crap, dude. Big baits catch big bass. We told you we would do it on Smallmouth Crush, and we did it. We did it. I've been waiting an entire 2 years fishing with Travis to show you boys what they can do. Finally. Dude, I saw the bite too. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Big baits catch big bass sometimes. It's not always. Sometimes you can come out and blank, but I mean, look at the size of that bait.
Yeah.
Dude, and look at the head on that fish, man. I had multiple follows. I had a couple fish nip at it, but I made a long cast, steady glide. I saw him follow it, twitched it a couple times, and she ate it.
Very cool.
Very cool, man.
Well, there you go.
Boom.
Whew. That was cool.
That was cool.
Now I did get bit. I had
You had the.
I had
you
three.
the-
Yeah, I had the smaller one. I had 3 follows
Mm-hmm.
And I caught 2 fish, I believe, on it, but they were 3.5 pounders. But when I got my first bite was like at 3.5.
Cool.
I freaked on you, right? I was like, this is a 10-pounder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
cool.
really cool, man. I mean, the bigger bait, and this is the one I repaired, by the way. So this one, I cracked it, and I used a product called Sugru to repair the chip because I cast that up against the dock. But literally every time I've thrown this bait, I've caught a 5+. Every time.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I mean, this bait's pretty damn clean. It's got some hook rash, but I don't get the opportunity to throw it a lot because I'm constantly either practicing for a tournament or moving fast. But if I get the front of the boat and I get the angles I want, I feel like this bait can produce. And it certainly will pull big fish out. This bait in rainbow trout accounted for a second place finish and a big fish first place on Lake Gaston. I was incredulous with what followed it. Literally under the first boat dock, I pulled a 6 out and a 4 out, and then I found a 6/8 that we caught later in the tournament because it will pull bedfish to come look at it.
And I want to make that's a very good point.
And one more thing, if you throw this during the spawn, you can throw this in their bed and get them so pissed off, and then follow it with your bed fishing bait, and they'll just slurp it. Or they'll bite this. They will nip at this bait, push it around the bed. It's crazy to think about, and it's so ridiculous when it lands, the sound. You'd think it'd scare every fish.
First of all, we got a lot of great comments coming in. I'm blown away from guys that are talking about videos that we filmed together years ago, like the Guardians of the Spawn. Like, how do they even remember the title? That's awesome,
so awesome.
I
love it.
But they have a lot of they have a lot of questions about your setup. So we want to talk about your rods, line, all that.
I got it. I'm trying not to break this rod, everybody. So first things first, you got to have a big wrap so you don't get your shit tangled up. I'm really trying to not knock stuff over because I do not have a thing. So anyway, let me unwrap this. This is exactly how the wrap is called. I Surrender. I love them. It covers the bait. It keeps the hooks. You guys can change the treble hooks out. I honestly will change them to owners. There's a lot of big bait forums out there, guys, where you can get it. But I always fish it first and foremost with a snap. This is the snap that comes in the pack. You could get a decoy egg snap. Get the biggest size you can for any of your other big baits. That's the first thing. The second thing, okay, what's the line? A lot of different discussions. I think I was throwing, what the hell was this? 20-pound Gamma on this, which is plenty heavy. 20-pound Gamma is like 25-pound everything else. My reel setup is a Shimano Tranx. The Tranx. Guys, it's really hard for me to show you this stuff in my studio because I don't have the room. But it's the 401 Shimano Tranx. And then this is a Loomis. I'm going to try to show you the label, but if not, I'll just read it to you. Can you guys see that? Loomis swim bait rod. It's an IMX. And it is, man, I need glasses. It's a 711, and it's a moderate fast action. So why moderate fast? Honestly, guys, this is a treble hook bait, right? So this is just nothing but a large, truly large, medium, heavy crankbait rod. You don't need to throw it on a pool cue. You got to let the rod load up. It's a lob cast. You guys saw me casting it, right? It's a heavy bait. I've extended the handle, and I use one of those little things you can buy at Bass Pro Shops. It's rubberized, and you can put some weights in it, and it counterbalances the rod, so this is not such a heavy rod for me to throw it with. Spiralite makes a great swim bait rod. You can get online and look at Spiralites. That's the one that has the rod guides that wrap around. I'm using that for a frog, but it's a great swim bait rod. You can get an 8-foot, but again, moderate fast. I want the fish to be able to eat the bait and load up, and I'm doing a sweep set, as you guys saw in the video. Gancraft does make replacement tails for this bait. You can get them in chartreuse in different colors. You could even take a pen to it. I'm not saying it matters, but they make all sorts of colors. Frankly, this is Reservoir Shad, if you can find it. Again, Paul Bailey made it. I love this color. It's a translucent color, if you will. People are asking about water quality. Sure, clear water is fantastic. I'll throw it to a stain. If you watch other swim bait videos, look, I went to Gaston and I threw a rainbow trout Gancraft and a matte rainbow trout. And there are no rainbow trout in Lake Gaston. And they followed the bait and they ate the bait.
Well, I threw that perch color down there.
Doesn't matter.
And there was no perch in that body of water. So
it doesn't matter. Perch can imitate a bluegill, right? Because it's got the bars. So again, some people will say because it's such a big bait, you want a visible bait. So like a rainbow trout color. River to Sea makes a very affordable bait. This bait is, it's close to 100. River to Sea makes a really affordable, very, very, very good swim bait, glide bait. So check out the River to Sea. It's the Mad Waver, I think. Mad Waver, S Waver. Yeah. River to Sea. You won't be sorry. Chuck it, man.
I'm sold, Brohim. I'm sold.
I've just seen too many big fish follow. Again, look, man.
Dude, it tells you where the fish are.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
True.
You might not get a bite. Let's say you're practicing a tournament and you go down a stretch of docks and you're throwing this and big fish are coming out. Well, guess what? You know where they live now.
That's right.
Seriously.
That's right. I have not tried the Arashi Glide. I got one to try. It's over there somewhere. I'm gonna throw it because I'm always curious, But Gancraft, I think, probably makes the best glide. That's just if you talk to guys that really glide bait a lot, this is one of them. There's another glide bait out there that's probably got the attention of one of my buddies who's really, really talented at glide baiting. He's an excellent swim baiter. Why are you smiling, Travis? It's the Homicide. The Homicide glide.
Comment.
I think I did a video of that too on my Instagram. You guys could look back and see that.
Guys still want to talk about the scorpion. I haven't looked yet, but you think it would be right here.
Yeah.
No scorpions.
But that Homicide glide has a hook on the tail and a hook on the head. Oftentimes when people are throwing glides, they'll headshot the bait and they will not get hooked up. Or they'll tail nip. I had a bass before I caught that big one. I had another about 5 or 6 pounder nipping at this tail. Literally, could see him biting it, following it, tracking it, nipping.
Hey, you know what was really exciting? There was a point when Eric decided to take cover and go to the back of the boat, and he was still chucking this big swim bait, and I couldn't help but not watch his swim bait come in as well. How many times did I scream at you, dude?
Oh, my
There's
God.
a big one right by it! Don't move it, twitch it!
All right.
Crazy.
Andrew Wang, 316. You're right, man. 316 makes they make a bunch of great baits. Holy shit, right? We could do a whole video on swim baits. I'm no swim bait expert. I've dabbled in it. Again, I'm a tournament fisherman, but since I'm with Travis and we're doing videos, and he actually let me bring my boxes and throw it a little bit. Conditions got to be right. If it's high sun, slicked off, you'll get a lot more followers than bites. I like a little bit of ripple and sun. Not saying they won't bite if it's cloudy, but I'd rather have some sun. It's kind of true to any moving bait, right? There you go. Try it out.
Love it. Well,
Yeah,
we got to keep it moving because we've got a lot more to go here tonight before we even get to the after hours live. So
I think we talk about the spawn next, right?
Let's do it. So do you want to set this up? I'm gonna we're gonna play a video of a fish you caught that I thought we gave up on. We were ready to leave. Jimmy Houston's like, "Come on out by us, guys," and we're going to a different lake. And you're like, "You're still messing with this fish while I'm packing up," and you catch them.
So it's pretty cool because Travis and I were discussing different bed techniques. I won't talk about your bed technique because you might not want to talk about your. But Travis is an excellent bed fisherman, and he's got a very specific way he does it. I was choosing a different way. I also do it that way, but I wanted to choose a different way to show you that there was a trick that I got in my box. So I was using.
Dude, it was a battle of whose technique was better. Like, remember?
Cool. Yes.
There was tension in that boat.
Yes.
Especially when you couldn't catch the damn fish. And I'm just like, if I threw it in there, I would have them biting in a second.
There's no doubt. And I made at one point, Travis, give me his spinning rod. And I said, no, I got to catch this fish before. And he wanted the rod so bad. And it was hysterical, man. I think I got the fish to bite, though. That was pretty fun.
You did.
So I use a speed crawl. It's white. And, I'll use a 1/4 ounce sinker and basically a bait casting setup, 14, 16 pound, 20 pound, whatever you prefer. I use Gamma. I don't have to step up to 20. 14 gets the job done every time. But I will literally, if I pitch it in and the fish wheels around and stays or comes back very quickly, I'll begin to knock the fish on the tail, on the head, and do it multiple times until they're so fired up they eat the bait. There you go. That's my technique. You got to read the fish's attitude, and I'm sure you guys have read articles about that. But there's another little trick that I employ during the spawn, and it's this dang merthiolate worm. And by the way, wasn't Mark Daniels leading the tournament MLF on that stupid worm?
I don't watch MLF.
I wasn't watching it down there, but apparently while I was catching him, he was catching him too, or like a day or two later. So I didn't throw it because Mark Daniels did. But I want you guys to notice this is the first time I've ever done this. I normally will do it with a regular J-bend hook, and I'll put a little swivel because there's a lot of twist in this worm when you're using a floating worm. But I during the spawn, I do this a lot slower. I'm not twitching around as fast, and I'm dead sticking it. And that's how I caught that fish on this bed. So I nose took the bait. It's weedless, and this is actually the worm that came from my rod. And there you go, man. So I nose hooked it, which was really strange. I don't know what made me do that, but it worked out nice.
Well, let's take a look at the clip real quick, all right?
I love the action and how free swinging it was on the nose hook. Just FYI. I thought I had great action.
Are you ready, Brohim?
I'm ready, Brohim.
All right.
Merthiolate.
Okay, I'll be there. We'll be right by the ramp now, so. All right. That'll be actually pretty cool to get Jimmy Houston in the video. Right?
There she is.
That's the big one?
That's the big one.
Hold on.
What you got?
The big one.
Is he stuck?
Nope.
No. Oh, nice. Dude, that's a pig.
That's a pig.
Nice, dude.
Oh, dude.
Wow.
God, what
I didn't think he was that big.
Neither did I.
Good work not giving up.
Come on, big mama. Spinning rod. She in
Dang, dude.
Dude.
That's a good one.
Oh, wow. Man, I didn't give up. I threw that trick worm back, not on the bed, just let it dead stick.
Yep.
And she picked it up.
Nice.
Dead stick in that trick worm.
Nice.
Wow.
That's a solid fish.
Wow. That's what you come to Alabama for? Dude.
Well, there you go.
Nice.
Good job. I gave up on that fish, by the way.
Yes, you did. Yes, and I almost did, man.
But you didn't let me cast to it. I was casting this other stuff. I wasn't casting to him.
That's right.
I'm just saying.
Well, no, it's hard to do the work from the back of the boat, man. You talk about a challenge. You've been there before, and you don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm lucky to catch anything behind you, bro.
I don't know. What else we got here?
No, this actually, somebody asked a question. Scott Van, no, I threw this weightless. And Travis was commenting, damn, dude, that takes a long time to sink. But I think that's part of the magic of it. There's a little salt in these, but this is a floating worm. And so, no, it sinks very slowly. That swivel, if I did have it on it, but I did not this time, that will help it sink. I've used silver ones, I've used black ones, and sometimes I think if I'm throwing a floating worm in post-spawn, because this is an amazing post-spawn bait, by the way. You know, you throw pink, yellow, white, whatever your color choice is. I stick with merthiolate. That little silver flash, man, it keeps the line from twisting, and it does bring it down a little bit. So throw this on the edge of trees where post-spawn fish will be setting up in any clear water reservoir. And, I mean, they'll eat it in gin clear water. Mm-hmm. Are you kidding me? Isn't that weird? It's weird.
I'm used to it by now, but it is weird. It is weird.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, John said, he front-ended you from the back of the boat.
I know. All right, let's listen to so we ran to Jimmy Houston. Let's see what Jimmy has to say real quick. How's that sound?
Yeah, man. That's man.
This is a great place.
Well, what was the bait of choice today for you?
Well, I caught most of them on a pow stick, Lucky Strike pow stick, seeking worm. Today, that's what we caught them on.
Yeah.
We've been catching them on spinnerbaits real good, and the biggest one caught all week caught on spinnerbait.
Sure.
Jimmy Houston Legend spinnerbait. Imagine that. Hardly ever throw one of those, but just thought I'd tie one on just for the heck of it. Throw it out there.
Try something different.
10-pounder got a hold of it.
There you
What'd
go.
I do? I just wind him in. That's a lot of fun. Hey, I got on your YouTube channel today.
And?
I didn't subscribe. I didn't watch any of the videos.
Oh, okay.
I thought you just wanted the sub, man. But I haven't had a chance to watch any of the videos we've been fishing, but I did subscribe to your YouTube channel every day. So.
There you go. And you got a YouTube channel as well?
Yeah, yes, we do. Jimmy Houston Outdoors YouTube. We'll give you a shout out on there and
Perfect.
And get some of our folks to go over and subscribe on yours.
There
Some of
you
your
go.
folks come and hit that sub button on ours. We're going to post over 500 videos this year on YouTube. That's a lot of videos.
That's crazy.
That's a lot. We post 11 videos a week.
Travis, he just said 500 videos.
I know, I gotta
you
step up
gotta
my
get
game.
busy.
Well, no, but we
If
do.
Jimmy can, you can.
Yeah, that's right. That's good. But we do though, Travis. We do a daily devotional every day. At 5 o'clock every morning, a catch of the day from a book that we wrote a few years back. And,
Sure.
And so we're getting ready to do right now. We're getting ready to do March 25. And we got March 25, March 27. We'll have March done, and we'll start on. I got to do one pretty soon on the day that's named after me, April Fool's Day, and so that's going to be a good one to do. But we do those, so that's 365 of them.
Sure.
And we post on Mondays. Every Mondays we post our one of our 2020 television shows from Jimmy Houston Outdoors.
All right, there you go. Little clip of Jimmy. That was fun, right?
Yes.
Frogs are getting out of control here. Why is my place trashed after this show? Like, I got baits laying all over the place.
Oh, dude, you should see my desk, man. I haven't
Jeez.
cleaned up my crankbaits from the last freaking episode, man.
I know.
I got rats connected to my crankbait. Ooh, that bitty bee is badass. I'll tell you this bait. Let me tell you something, guys. Okay, I'm going to throw just a little another big bait thought in people's heads. All right, if you live on a lake where the bass, after they spawn and the bluegills get to spawning, bass will definitely crash bluegill beds. Everybody's heard about bluegill bed fishing, right? If you could find them, you can see them on your scope or you can see them on your 360 too. And you can just see with your eyeballs, man. Oh my God, this rat, it's a Nazuma rat. And that's got some hook rash because I've thrown this a lot. That little joker right there, their medium-sized rat, it's bad to the bone. Travis, what's got your attention?
Just a text message. I'm sorry.
Oh no, man!
Listen, Matt from Bass Talk Live has been very funny the last couple of days.
Oh, okay.
Oh, jeez, just keep going, Eric. I got it.
All right, man.
You want me to read what he said?
It's cracking you up.
I'm surprised that devotional didn't burst into flames being that close to you.
Oh, no. That's not right.
No.
That's not right.
Oh, shit. You should have heard what he was asking me yesterday. This is for after hours, but he goes, would you trade a Revo reel for a working hand grenade?
Oh my gosh. He knows you well.
Oh, shit. Okay.
He knows you well, bro. He knows you well.
Oh, man. No, David, I'm not drunk. This is only 2 glasses of wine. My own brand, by the way. I'm just saying. Oh, what else we got? Let's talk. So we fished for some smallmouth as well.
Oh my God, that was a special treat, man.
Jeez.
Well, let's talk about the jank pond we went to. What in the hell?
Oh.
That was terrible.
Yeah, let's talk about that story. So we decided we were kind of in the middle of nowhere, and we honestly kind of got sick of frog fishing, right? I mean, to be honest, Eric.
Yes. Well, I was sick of it day one after you smashed the hell out of them.
Right. But I just felt like we were over it, you know?
Yeah.
And so we wanted to try something different. I didn't want to go back to that lake and do the same thing, you know, throw a frog and blah, blah, blah. So we decided to, I got on the internet. I found a private pond. Called the guy up. I go, yo, can we go fishing tomorrow? That'd be $150 a person. I go, all right, we're in. So where do we start? Do you finish the story, Eric? Because
what was the name of that ranch we fished?
I don't know. P. Arrow.
How do you spell that?
P. Arrow.
Oh, P. Arrow.
Yes.
All right, hold on. I'm responding to the Ike Live show.
Well, keep going with the story, Brohim.
Wilson, and what was the other place I fished? Clark's Hill. Yeah, so Travis is like, I got the next place. And he was like, saving it as a big surprise. And I'm like, totally stoked, man. So I'm like, all right, when are we going? He was like, we're going now, dude. So we get up, we drive, and we arrive. Travis does this transaction. There's credit card exchanges. He treats me. I'm excited because I've paid for meals and entertainment and hotels. We dump the boat. It's kind of muddy. I'm taking my time getting ready. Travis catches a small dink in the spillway, and we go
from shore. I knew we were in trouble, and I was casting from the bank while you were rigging up, taking forever. And I'm like, we're not getting bit. I did find a pair of Costa sunglasses on the bank, though.
That was auspicious.
That was the only bonus.
That truly was.
They're
immediately.
I'm gonna grab them. Ask you guys if you like them because I think they're dorky looking. I'll be right back. Keep going.
We're 50 yards from the bank or 30 yards from the bank, and we're like in a foot of water, dirt daubing, and that's not a problem per se. If there were bites happening, so I missed 3 fish on a buzzbait, so I'm throwing the same buzzbait that I threw at Clark's Hill. By the way, I made this buzzbait, not the whole thing. Settle down. This is a bass alarm buzzbait. And I put a 1/2 ounce flopper blade, which I bought from one of the tackle supply companies, on a 1/4 ounce black buzzbait head. Why do I do that? So I can reel this super slow. But 3 fish missed this buzzbait right out of the gate. And
12 inchers.
Yeah, 12 inchers, right. And I think I finally caught one or something like that. We got excited, but it was only 12 inches. So we knew we were in trouble when our first 2 fish were 12 inches.
Do you like my Costas, Eric?
I think they're pretty cool, actually.
Really?
Yeah. You look good.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, for a freebie, that's not bad. They're green. Are they plastic or glass? Are they glass or plastic?
Plastic, 580Ps.
What's the model?
Switchfoot.
Are they new?
Yeah,
or
man.
Used?
I
Heavily
mean,
used or fairly new?
There's not too many scratches.
Coronavirus free?
I believe so.
Yeah.
You like them?
So anyway.
No, do you or not? Otherwise,
I do.
First person that PayPal's me $100 gets them.
I thought you'd be giving them to me, brother.
Oh.
Damn, what happened? Anyway, Unabomber. Somebody said Unabomber. So you look like the Unabomber. Why is Travis playing poker? The future is bright. Yeah, we did hear some dueling banjos. So, I mean, how long did we stay at that lake? We gave it a shot, man. I missed a couple good bites. You caught a couple good fish. They were all dinks.
2-3 hours.
Yeah, that was it. And so then Travis pulls an audible and says we're going to Wilson. And oh my God, the size of those 3 smallmouth were ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Fishing in heavy current that I haven't seen the likes of since I've been on the Susquehanna 20 years ago. And man, they were big. And so were the drum. I was the drum king day one. I made you say it.
That's right. Let's take a look at a quick clip real quick.
Yeah, let's do that.
By the way, the fish I caught was 6 pounds 4 ounces, and I boat flipped them because I don't care. Here we go.
You said it was 6.62.
Whatever.
Oh, it's a drum.
Big drum.
That's why.
Big drum, Daddy.
That's
Big
my
drum,
first
Daddy.
Big drum.
You love them drums.
That's my first drum on the Tennessee River. Can you feel the beat? Get that beat.
There you go. Oh, so we were throwing True Bass swim baits, 5.5, citrus, citron, true toad, shad. It don't matter. Put on a 3/4 ounce head, just chuck it, right?
Yep, there's the drum king. God, there were a lot of drum. But you know what Ryan said? He said that's a good sign.
Mm-hmm.
Day 2, I threw a DT6. And did the drum eat the hell out of that?
They did.
Oh, my God.
They did.
That's crazy. I couldn't turn a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
200. Gary. Dan Wilson. Yep, that's where it was. So that was a unique experience, man. I've never done anything like that.
Yeah.
And like I said, the last time I was on the Susquehanna throwing, spinner baits like that in heavy current and whacking on big 5-pound smallmouth.
Now listen,
But,
the week before the classic, I went actually I don't remember, but I went with I was fishing with Riz from BTL, or not BTL. I don't know. There's too many shows out there. Ike Live, right? Ryan.
Oh, Riz.
Yeah.
I thought you said Wiz, the Wiz.
Ryan Salzman. We all went out, and we just didn't. We didn't get into him. It was like a week early, 4 days early. We caught fish. Don't get us wrong, but no, nothing over 5 pounds.
So
but
the water temp when you were there was what? And the water temp when we were there was like 54.
Yeah.
Was it colder for you?
It was. Yep.
So 55, it starts to get good, right? Apparently, 54, 55.
Yeah. We just missed it by a little bit, but it is what it is. We always got.
I wouldn't. I know we were trying to do a 30-pound bag, man, but
we were close. I mean, we had 3 legit biggins.
Higgins.
And we ran out of time.
Travis let me hold his fish for a picture. Thank you, because you held my big 7-pounder up there on Ontario, so it was only right of you to do
I
that.
never held that fish.
You definitely did.
No, I didn't.
I can show you the picture. I'll show you the picture.
Show me the picture. You got it?
Oh, I
Bring it
got
up.
the picture.
I did. Listen.
Oh, you definitely took a picture. You made me take a picture with that.
Not a single fish, me holding it. No. It was a group picture. And I might have grabbed it in the group picture.
I learned about you a long time ago.
I do not have that picture, dude.
I'm holding this fish, and Travis puts his big old head around mine, and it looks like he's holding the bass. And I'm like, that was fucking unique. I've never been bogarted on a picture before. I'm like, you sneaky fucking Russian.
Oh, gee.
So I go, you're going to let me hold that 6'2". And he goes, all right. He did.
Right.
He didn't have a problem with it. That was beautiful fish, man. My God, that thing was giant. It's so weird because you put yours in the live well for the big picture at the end, and I put mine in. Mine was the last fish caught, and it was so fresh. It was so painted. It was gorgeous.
Dang it.
What happened? Matt?
A news source Got a tip phone call tonight. Shelter in place coming this weekend for PA. That's after hours. Are you ready to get there yet?
Where's Jimmy?
Oh, yeah, we got to talk to Jimmy.
Yeah.
Let me bring Jimmy in. Oh, how do we do this? I forgot. I told him to call us.
Mike Powers, yeah, them Black Labels, man, starting to garner some attention. I just have the same style that those guys are trying to imitate, so I don't really need to bone up. But I'm not opposed to not trying it because I never met a crankbait I don't like.
It says he's unavailable.
What?
I know. Let me see.
All
if
right,
I
how
can get
many
a hold of him.
people? How many people throw a kicker red blade in muddy water? This is from Tacklecraft, man. Bad to the bone. Catches them. Half ounce or 3/4.
You reached in for Proxycam?
All right.
What time did you say you were going to call him?
I texted him a few minutes ago.
No, but what time did you say you were going to call him earlier?
Right
Did
now.
he say yes?
Right.
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah, he said he would hang out.
What happened, man? Did he get... Yes, Aaron Turner Fishing. I have some frenzy shaky heads in the background, man. The frenzy nail is a legit shaky head. I like it. Z Baitco's gone.
How far back are you? That was 20 minutes ago.
I don't know. I'm starting to read some comments because, you know, I'm yapping so much.
Yes.
So I'm always behind. So I got to read a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Any more of those Kitech t-shirts for sale? What's in the flask? Sangria. Straight up water, man. I wanted to pour some out for my homie, just so you see. Hold on. Let me try it. I'll pour it on the carpet. Did you see it?
That's water.
It's water.
Jesus.
Unfortunately. What?
Nothing.
What did he say?
Nothing. Nobody's gotten back to me yet.
Jimmy hasn't gotten back to you? Call up Matt and bring him on.
Matt who?
Pangrag.
From BTL?
Why not?
I don't know his Skype number.
Well, tell him to Skype you.
Yeah, Matt, call me, call my Skype if you know how. We can talk to Matt. Matt's a little, Matt's like you though.
What?
I've been warning Matt about the situation developing here in the United States.
He doesn't believe you.
No.
Who was that? Somebody just texted you, Jimmy. Was it Matt?
It's Matt. He goes, "Where's Jim? Telecommunication infrastructure already crumbling."
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Yeah, I wouldn't mind Matt calling in. Yeah, we're gonna do after hours shortly, guys. We're pretty much done with this. So if anybody knew
does anybody have any questions about fishing before it goes off the rails?
Yeah, if anyone who's new to the live, so after hours live is basically it's just me and Eric and whoever else is on talking, and we don't even look at the comments, and we just kind of we say what's on our mind. Sometimes it gets a little out of control.
How many people are tuned in? Because I still see 2 waiting.
I thought it'd be a record. We have not beat the record, but
okay,
it's fine.
Yeah, gotcha. Does anybody have any questions before we close the segment on fishing? About the frogs, about the glide bait, about the spawn?
Everybody wants Matt to come on. I'm just going to...
You got to basically call him.
All right.
So just let him do it via, like, call. Zapangrak.
He's asking what my Skype name is. I would imagine it's my name. How do you call me, Eric? When you Skype. I know, but what's my name?
Travis Manson.
Okay. He'll find me. Here it comes, Angry Travis time.
High kick. What water temp do you start throwing the DT6? Ryan, man, the DT6 is good anytime. Anytime. Certainly above 50, I'll start cranking. Even below, like, you know, I'd like to throw a flat side bait below, like, but the DT, man, it just catches them like year round. I would say there's no bad time for a DT6. If you think they're eating a crank, they'll eat a DT6. Agree, Travis, or not?
I agree.
Yeah, it's one of the best all arounds. It's got a tight wiggle, nice little clicker in the middle, and it just flat out catches the fish, man. The DT is a special bait.
That's right.
It's a special bait. Special bait. I love the spring crawl color. That's the DT6, and you know, you could throw a little more orange on the belly or on the shoulders if you want. You could throw some stripes like that. You could do that with a Sharpie. It doesn't have to be cool.
How did you make that? With a Sharpie?
It's a DT thug. No, I use nail polish, but you could use a Sharpie on that just to put the crawl legs on. You know, it just breaks up the yellow, the mustard. But you gotta love a hot mustard. I threw a little orange on the tails, bumped up the orange on the tail a little bit. You know, just little cues, little triggers for the fish.
I gotcha.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. There he goes.
Yeah. What the heck?
Oh,
Yes.
Travis, what happened with the secret bait release? What were you going to get early in the show? Was it the spider? The foam frog? You had a secret you were going to show everybody.
Oh, we were talking about frogs. You told me to wait on that, so.
Oh, well, everybody, sorry. You'll have to wait till the summer.
That's right.
Wild Bill, you know that's the color, bro. That is the color. I love a spring crawl. That's a good one. That's a flat A that I painted up a little bit with some nail polish. Knocked it down with my little nail polish finger thingy. Flat A is legit. 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 All right. What's on your mind, Travis?
I think you could just call people, just dial their number through Skype, right?
Probably so. I think so.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, Northeast Bass Fishing. I've thrown the 75X flat crank. I like it. It's got a nice
get him
wobble.
on board.
It's a good deal.
He has no...
The bay is on fire. What's the water temp in the upper bay, guys? 50 something?
Oh, here we
There
go.
we go.
It's ringing on my phone, though.
Oh, no. Well, that's odd. You could just hold them up. Well, answer. And then try to call them back on your computer. Man, CG3, I don't know. I thought the Rapala Slim was supposed to be
Yo,
release of classic.
How do I get you on my computer?
I have no idea.
What's your screen name? Like, what's your Skype?
My phone number.
Okay. Let me try on the computer so you're not on my phone.
Or just search for my name.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I got like those Snapchat filters on with like bunny ears and stuff.
Okay.
So that's me.
Perfect. I'll find you. All right.
Hey, I freaking wine too, though.
There you go. He's got wine too. We're good.
All right.
All right. Hold on. We'll get him.
I don't have the Strike Pro Bubba.
We're gonna
I don't
figure
even know what
this
that
out.
is. What is that?
Oh, he does have bunny ears.
50 to 54. I don't have a hybrid Hunter crankbait. I don't know what that is either. You guys are throwing me some curves tonight. Mike, I don't have the Strike Pro Bubba. Show me one. Send me a text or a picture. And that other one, the Hybrid Hunter crankbait. I don't know it. What's on Sunday on the Upper Bay, Trav? Oh, you'll be gone by then. You're going to Wisconsin.
Why are they making me pay for this?
That's odd.
I'm just gonna.
Oh, I get it. Let me see. I'm doing a search. Stand by, please, everybody.
Eric.
Yes.
I'm gonna call him and then try to get you back in, okay?
Sure.
So we're gonna
No problema. If it's not successful, I'll be watching McMillions on
we'll get you back
on HBO. No,
All
it's
right.
no worries.
Okay.
It's
We're gonna figure this out. It can't be that complicated. Bear with me, guys. Accept and call. Alright, he's in. Yo, yo! Yo, hold on. I'm gonna try to, I'm gonna get Eric back too. You look comfortable.
Yeah, well, I'm limited to this view because my girlfriend said she doesn't have makeup on. If I turn the camera that way, she would kill me.
We can take a look.
That's what I said.
Jeez. Alright, you'll feed into the feed here shortly. Oh, what do we got? Now I gotta add a call.
You're three-way, and I have a three-way. I mean,
Well, I'm not as sophisticated as Bass Talk Live here at Smallmouth Crush, alright?
I fit in a three-way.
There we go. Well, we got Matt anyways. Alright, Matt, you're live. Oh, goodness. If you guys don't know Matt from Bass Talk Live, say hi to everybody.
I like what you got going on here.
Do you?
It's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's entertaining.
Are you ready for the after hours?
Oh, I just came on for the after. Am I going to have a BTL job after this after hours? After hours. It's a one-time shot. Doesn't make the replay. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
What's with this smallmouth crush wine? I mean, I got a little bit of red right
Well,
here too.
dude, this is my own. So we have some I guess some grapevines up in Chameau Bay, upstate New York, Thousand Islands.
You own a winery?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
No, you don't. You
Sure
just like
do.
went and tasted.
Huh? No.
Oh, you put a sticker over a bottle of wine. I see what you did. I'm a slow learner. I mean, there are guys
Oh,
their own wines and whiskeys and bourbons.
that's
and
right.
fishing more.
You might as well. Who does? Name a couple key players. Do you know any?
I don't want to go down that path.
Oh. All right. I'm gonna try to get epic.
I'm just saying, I do have a bottle of Ducket Reserve 9.
Oh, jeez.
If I wasn't lying, I wouldn't have said it.
You're too much, man.
$1 every time I win a tournament, even
I-
a Wednesday night jackpot. There's still like 3/4 bottle. I've had it for like 6 years. It's painful every time I
Oh
see
my God.
it. By how many failures I've had.
Hold on a second. Let me get Eric back on as well.
All right.
Jeez. Whew. That was too funny. Oh man. Can you read the comments at all?
No, but I can't. There's a thing at the top that says Travis
Oh,
is using a
God.
device that could record and broadcast this call.
Hold on a
Oh.
second. Let's get Eric back on as well.
Hey Eric, turn that down, buddy. Eric's on now. We just gotta figure out how to get him into the screen.
I see him.
I know.
Yo.
Hey.
What's up, Big Matt?
He
What's
hasn't.
going on?
He hasn't.
I can't hear him,
popped up.
Travis.
You will.
Oh, okay.
This technology is reminiscent of BTL in 2012.
Oh, that hurts.
Oh man, I'm just trying to look at these.
Travis, I dig what you guys have there, man.
You like
You
it?
got something good. You got something good going on.
Okay. We'll try. I mean,
What is it? It says Travis is using a device that could record or broadcast this call. So, like
Yeah.
you and the government are recording and broadcasting.
Now it's just the BTL show. We only
Oh.
see Matt.
Here we go.
Awesome.
I got everybody
Hello.
now. Hold on.
All right, I'm a minute behind.
Yep. We're gonna try to figure this all out. Why can't we get you all on the big screen here?
I don't know what's in your canister there, Eric.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
this is water, bro. I poured some out for my
Yeah, I saw
for my
that.
homies, man, and you know.
Water, it's not vodka or anything.
No, man. Maybe I should start drinking more.
Maybe. There we go. Now we got all three on the screen the way it should be.
Let's see.
Oh, they're saying Matt needs to do this on his channel. All right, CG3, what's your question?
This is cool.
All right, who's talking? BTL After Hours. Well, Matt's boss probably wouldn't let him do that.
What? I'm a free man.
Are you?
I mean, that depends on the questions because I haven't figured out how to see comments on here.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you can't. So Eric, we have
Travis. Somebody said this is like watching a toddler learning how to walk. Matt in the center.
There you go. So Matt, what's the big news? What's going on in your world?
Well, everything was fine, and then I called you just to like check base, like I do every like week and a half, 2 weeks, and then I was like digging a moat around the house. I was like trying to secure. I mean, like I'm like maxing out the number of cases of water you can buy. I'm planting turnips. I'm doing all sorts of crazy stuff.
Planting turnips.
You got me all freaked out. I'm calling people, and everyone I call is like, "Yeah, dude, it's Travis Manson, man. You gotta take it. You gotta take it, and you gotta understand where this information's coming from." And I'm like, "Yeah, but he's got a friend who's got a friend who's got a sister whose brother's uncle knows shit." But no, everything's canceled here, so I got big weekend of crappie fishing coming up.
Ah,
nice.
Is the BTL show still going on?
Yeah, we're doing 5 days a week. Just to kind of quell the anxiety that.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So for guys that don't know, you have
while you're helping people lower their anxiety level, Travis is about to help people raise their anxiety level to like DEFCON 5.
Jump through the TV into like a Discovery Channel Apocalypse Now special.
Yeah, hello.
My girlfriend came home yesterday after I talked to Travis. I had foil on the hat, like in the Aliens movie. She's shaking her head yes. If I was allowed to turn the camera that way and actually show her on camera, I would prove that right.
She's got a foil hat on.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Well, Travis.
Joe Raymond in the comments goes, he made the same call to me. I'm warning all my friends what's about to happen. Shit's gonna go down, guys. So listen, let's just get this out, and then we can talk fishing. We can do whatever we want. This is Smallmouth Crush live after hours. Anything goes. So just so everyone is aware, there's a couple things developing. At first, I thought the coronavirus was not a big deal, that it wasn't going to be an issue, that they're blown out of proportion. You saw what happened on social media with the toilet paper and the cleaning wipes and all that. And it was a way to dump the economy and get rid of Trump. That's all I thought it was. Then I heard a few things. I am not sure if this coronavirus is a big deal as far as health-wise. I am not convinced that. I was for a little while, but now I think it's much deeper. I think the deep state has total control of what's going on. If you look at the, what's that email I sent you, Eric? What was that called?
Email you sent me.
I'm gonna look it up right now. Okay,
it's not that one where it looks like it, like you open it up and it's a long line of people at the grocery store.
No, you sent me that one.
It's sure it wasn't that email.
It's the National Economic Security Strategy, which Bill Clinton put in place And what happens is, so here's basically, long story short, we're going to go into quarantine for 2 weeks. They're going to tell us it's 2 weeks. It's going to be longer than 2 weeks. It's going to be 30 days. Then what's going to happen is the economy is going to be trashed, totally trashed. Nothing that you even expect that's happening right now. It's going to be like, you're going to be like, what the just happened? Seriously. We're all going to be broke, basically, because it's all paper money, blah, blah, blah. We all know that. But then what's going to happen? The government's going to come along and say, hey, guys, because of this act that Bill Clinton signed in the deep state, we're going to be so just driven into the dirt. They're going to say, hey, you guys have a house? No problem. Mortgage is paid for. Oh, you have student debt? No problem. Gone. Everything's going to be wiped out. Hear me out. Everything's going to be wiped out. And then the government's going to come in and they're going to take care of you. Guess what? We're getting rid of the fiat system. We're not going to have the dollar's gone. It's going to
fiat
be
system.
It's
the
going
dollar's gone.
It is going to be a one world finance system, government, everything. They got us right where they want us right now.
Interesting, Travis. So,
and by the way, if you survive the looting and everything else, the people that get hungry are going to come into your house, take your food, do whatever they can. If you survive that, your house is paid for. Congratulations. But guess what? Now you're under full control of the government.
All right. So Travis has made his prediction. Let's talk fishing.
Is it going to slide baits more affordable? That's my real question.
Yeah,
have you tried to buy a negotiator lately outside of that river to see, hey, that S waiver, it's a good bait. I give that bait to my buddy who can't cast really well in the team tournaments because when he cracked it off the dock post, it's like, nah, you can get the Rogue. I'll throw the Mega Bass, and here's an S waiver.
Hey, Matt, do you throw those? Do you throw those baits?
Yeah, a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have for a long time.
And you caught good fish on them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All around. I've got the jointed claws. I throw like the 178, not the 230 size, but I got, the S waivers, the negotiators, the Gancraft 178s.
If you could only pick one glide, cost not a factor, which one are you picking up? One. And what color?
I mean,
I know it's hard.
Yeah, well, I mean, the HPH Gizzard Glide in the 6 inch is pretty hard to do if you're a tournament angler, but the Roman Main Negotiator and like that shad colors.
Wagasaki, sure.
Is that how you pronounce it? I mean, you know all those colors. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, it's probably, I'd say Wagasaki. Yep. That's what I'd say.
Start with the W and then just let it roll from there. But
and you can still find the negotiators online. I mean, they come up on eBay. They're not too hateful. They're not too hateful.
4 of them. And I mean, I'm not sitting here saying, like, I'm a swim bait expert or anything, but I have confidence.
Neither am I.
In the tournament.
What about the homicide glide with the hook tail and the head tail? I mean, that's a problem I see sometimes. What's that?
Not familiar with that one.
Yeah, the homicide glide, man. Yeah, I'll send you a pic. But it's got a hook. It's got a hook coming out of the tail, and it's got a hook in the head. So basically, if that fish comes up and gives your bait a headshot, you're hooking him. And, if he's nipping at the tail, because I've had a lot of tail nippers, right? Before I caught that one on film with Travis, I had a bass doing this on my tail. Yeah. Literally.
That's called you got him on the leash, man.
Yeah, true, right?
They're like a dog on a leash. They'll go whichever way. You get them on the leash, and then that's, you have, like, in my opinion, if you have, on a good day, like my best day, if you get 10% of the fish that follow it to commit to it, they're like really eating it.
I agree. So 30 follows to 3 bites.
You can get them on the leash, and if you can get 20% of the ones on the leash to eat it and then land 10% of those. Now, like I said, there's California that are watching this going, well, this is cute. But for a guy from Oklahoma who's done it a bunch, I mean, dude, I've got the craziest negotiator story. So I was on a lake in Oklahoma. That's got some big ones on it. It was like that perfect day. It was like right at the tail end of the spawn, early post spawn.
Yeah.
It is 64, 66 degree water. It had been gotten really cold anyway. They were in that kind of sluggish where you had them in all 3 stages, which is what I like to. I fire the negotiator out. We're talking 5 foot of visibility. It's like a Tuesday morning. Nice little chop on the water. I fire this thing out like 30 foot. I just see these two like ghosts just like rise out.
It's so sick.
You know, you're doing like the half hitch turn.
Yep.
Where it's not
and it's going
straight glide, but you're making it kind of sit, and then you're slowing it, and then you're popping it, and they both come out, and one of them just lights it up. And I've got the stock negotiator hooks on there because they're sharp hooks.
Yeah, right.
And I wasn't in a tournament or anything, and this thing eats it, and I crank down and I get him, and he comes up and tail walks, and when he tail walks, he throws the bait, and when the bait lands, the second fish had shadowed that first one when it freaking hit it, and it as soon as it hits the water, it just goes boom.
Come on.
That's so freaking awesome.
I hook up that one, and I get like 3 cranks in on that, and it pops off, and I reel in. This is no BS, guys. I reel in, and I got 2 trebles straight on the front and 1 treble straight on the back, and I lost 18 pounds on one cast.
Jeez.
I didn't even care. It was so cool. It was like way before like the cameras and stuff. It was 3 years ago.
Oh my god!
I was like, and I was by myself, and that was the best day I've ever had with it. I caught 8 in one day on the negotiator.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and I saw 5 of them and didn't see 3, but I think you see what 70-80% of the ones that you catch before they.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw the fish eat this bait. I watched him eat it. Yeah.
So hey guys, so Matt cannot see the he can't see the comments. Do you ever use the Arashi, Matt?
Have not yet.
Okay.
But I mean, like Carl and stuff and Brandon and all those guys. I know Carl's got a new one that just came out with Molix. I saw some of his stuff, but like it's legit. Like it's not like, oh, let's put a cheap glide out. Like Brandon put a lot of work into that thing.
That's good to hear.
I just haven't thrown it.
Yeah, I've got one. I haven't thrown it either, man. I'm looking forward to it. I got in the shad color.
Like I said, I go Roman Main Negotiator, Jointed Claw 178,
and
the Gancraft Jointed Claw, and then the River to Sea S Waver and the 178. Like those are the 3. Like,
hey, did you throw
any? Have you seen the Ballon 3000? I don't have it. It's in the garage. But have you seen the size of that bait? So this is the 230. That Ballon is that big. There's a guy in Japan, Shimada-stan, Madness, and he throws it. And basically, he'll go along a bluff wall. So, you know, I feel like glide bait fish like to be able to trap bait, right? They want to be able to eat it against the wall because there's no way for it to flee. So he'll parallel the bank, and he'll get these giant fish following the bait right up to the boat, and he'll do a musky figure 8 and just like slapping this bait crazy. He caught 2 doing that on the same bait. It's nuts, dude.
No, I mean, like, glide bait fish is like Travis at 1 a.m. at a bar when the Congo line starts. Like, you get on the end of that thing. But
very true.
In my opinion, I mean, like, yeah, I'd throw the 230 and, like, the mother and stuff like that. But because my theory is you're still going to have the same fish. You're going to have more fish that are going to follow a bigger glide bait. Like, I legit think they would follow a 2-foot-long glide bait if you could cast it out there. Obviously, you're not going to admit they're not going to be able to get it in their mouth. But if you're looking just to see, and I heard you talk earlier about it, you know, use it as a practice bait, not necessarily as a fish catching bait, but to see what lives there. Like, if you're looking to see what's around the docks and stuff, the bigger the bait leaves a bigger signature, which is going to draw fish farther away. You know, a 230 is going to draw more fish than a 178, even though you're going to get fewer.
Yeah. How about the DRP Clash?
Drill that thing. In Oklahoma, like on the lakes that have smallmouth, they will absolutely unload on a glide bait.
How fast can you work a glide bait?
I mean, it depends on the bait.
Okay.
You can.
I have no. I really. This is my weakness. You know what I mean? I have no clue.
Like even the 170. Like there's some that you can. Okay, so like the Flow Glider 140, which is. I mean, there's a couple different versions of that thing. I just use a 6 cents one because it's the easiest to get and it's smaller. It's a good tournament, but I mean technically it's a glide. The smaller glide bait, but it's a 2 jointed plastic bait, like $30 you can get it. I mean, you can burn that thing. It's but I mean, you try to burn a negotiator and it's going to blow out.
Okay.
I like a bow in the line because I mean, I like it sunny with a little bit of wind. I like a bow in my line, and almost, when you're trying to find them and get them to see where those fish are, like almost just let the wind just drag that bait. I mean, it's just,
it really wide swings, and those half hitches.
That's when you start messing around with them and see what they like, and then still, I mean, like 95%, just like like the hunt for Red October, just disappear underneath the boat.
It's the biggest bass I've ever seen in my life in the water. I've been following that glide bait, that depth 230. It made my knees shake. The pond that I was with Travis, that small lake, I saw a couple double digits following it. I don't know what you saw, Travis, following it, but Travis was having a fit because he's up front. I'm in the back chucking the glide.
Yeah.
I can't see it by the time it's coming to him. He's watching the fish. I don't know what's behind it. I'm throwing a couple half hitches in to try to trigger bites. Medium retrieve. There's no way I'm going to see that bite in the back of the boat. But, I figure 9 times out of 10, or not 9 times out of 10, but a lot of times I've got somebody tracking it. How do you trigger it? If you see that fish and he's so close to the bait, he's nipped the tail, what do you do to trigger the bite?
I mean, I try to get that thing to spin around.
Yeah, do the 360.
I like to go. I mean,
so how do you do that?
If you go slower and try to keep it, like if I see him nipping at it, I'm trying to get the bait away from him, and then killing it. Stop. If you can get him going faster, and then that thing stops and turns around, I think they instinctively sometimes will eat it. If you go slow and try to like barely move it and stuff, I think they tend to lose interest.
Yeah. You could put a couple speed reels in it, Travis. He threw the bull shad half-heartedly a little bit.
I tried.
Have you, in your experience, have you got them to follow like a trickster, a 3 or 4 jointed bait as good as they do with that glide, or is there something about the signature?
There's something about the glide that gets fish to follow. I don't get bull shad fish following like I get fish to follow this.
Now, bull shad fish have caught him a weird way on Grand Lake, actually, one way. I caught him dead sticking a bull shad around like deep docks in like 40 foot of water.
That's
so I
bizarro.
Cast it up into the slip, burn it, let it sink down 5 or 6 feet post spawn time, crank it out, and then right when it gets next, like the docks will have like the rusty posts like every 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Like 5 or 6 slips down that kind of anchor it. Burn it past it and just let that bull shad just fall down around that thing. You ever watched a bull shad fall?
No, what does it do?
Die bad, and it would be like it go bite. It just go boom.
Really? That's cool.
Done that
That's
one.
Crazy.
I tried it like 5 times since, and it hasn't worked. But there were a bunch of big thread fins in that marina when it was happening at the time, which is why I tied it on. And actually kind of figured it out by fluke. I caught like 5 or 6 doing it that day, like good ones.
Damn. I find like the triple trouts, like post spawn, like it gets into the summer, you can burn those baits. And I tell you, I think the smallmouth would light those triple trouts up because you could burn them. I mean, literally, you can burn those baits.
How many triple trouts do you have?
A lot.
How many glide baits do you have? Because I have
I got a few.
Like 9 total. Like I have a box with 9 glide baits in it, and it's like, hey, there's my glide baits.
Yeah. All right. So let me ask you about the rats. Do you get wolf packing happening on the bodies of water that you fish, where after the spawn, the bluegills come in, they do their thing, and you've got these fish like down at Norman, they wolf pack. Carr, they wolf pack. Bugs Island, they wolf pack. Gaston, they wolf pack. I mean, okay, interesting.
Not as much as a lot of like kind of the blueback lakes and those clear kind of.
Yeah. But the rat bite is, I think it's one of the funnest bites too because it's a top water deal, and the Nazuma rat just gets it done. That's the Nazuma. That was probably one of the earlier rats. What's that?
I feel like you showed that on Travis's show like 7 times. That's your favorite bait. That's the
never thrown a rat on Travis's show. I threw a bull shad during the Guardians of the Spawn.
He talks about it. He talks about the rat.
It's a very specific application. I mean, I've not tried it on the Upper Bay. Maybe they would. I'll do it. Fuck it. I'll throw a rat on the Upper Bay. Let's go try it.
All right.
I don't care if I'm wasting my time. I want to see it happen.
You ever tried throwing that glide bait on Ontario?
I have not. I'm going to. Hell yeah!
That last before a muskie was like, oh, that looks delicious.
Nah, there's not a lot of muskies. Not a lot of muskies way offshore. It'll be smallmouth that'll follow that. In the river, yes. In the same.
Get him to track.
God,
you think you
you
can get him to
must
track
be
that
able
together?
to. Yes.
Oh
You
my
have
God,
to.
I think so.
What if that's the Johnson secret? What
No,
if the glide things
that's-
on Roman made?
Oh my
That's not
God.
their secret.
No,
Maybe it
No.
is.
No.
you've never tried that. When you
I
can
haven't.
see them up on the flats and
No,
all
I'm an
that,
idiot.
just-
I don't know. I like a big 1 ounce spinnerbait. Sorry.
Sorry.
I don't know. I'm definitely gonna have some ready to go. I bought a bunch of perch colored ones and baits like that, for up there. I'm gonna use it.
Oh, I know you're going to use it now.
Yes.
Because I don't think Travis believed in it.
I did
And
not.
so he did not believe
I
in
thought it was a
Gave
California.
it the front of the boat. Literally, Matt, we had high sun. It's probably fucking noon by the time he let me have the front because I needed the angle. And I wanted to like chuck it straight down the bank right off of the hill because the bigger fish were in 6 to 8 waiting to come up to meet the males that were already on the bank, right? And so, I had a little bit of a ripple, which is perfect. High sun. And literally, like within 15 minutes, I caught that big fish and had like 7 track it that were huge. And he's like, "Oh my God, go ahead up front." And then he put his on and started throwing it. And he caught him. He threw the smaller one. It wasn't even the 178. He was throwing the one. Did you have a 178 or 148, Travis?
148 doesn't even count. That's like throwing a jerkbait.
I agree.
I'm gonna find it. I want to know what it is.
I'm
Hold
going
on,
to get my
look.
glide bait box, Travis.
Oh, great.
Well,
I'm all.
Or one of them.
There's literally no one else on the screen.
I know, right? I'll be right back. I just want to get a 178. I don't know if I got a 178 there. It might be in the garage. That's
This
another
one right
230.
Like already tied on.
178.
Yeah, there you go. But you
There's
gotta
the-
show the size comparison.
That's the negotiator. You love
Oh,
that color.
Blue alumni color. That's a good one, dude.
Yeah, dude. I can't wait to get this in the game.
Yeah.
All right, let me ask you a question. Snap or no snap?
Always go with the snap.
Yeah, me too.
I think it just enhances the glide action.
I agree.
Guys,
Go with like a heavy.
I gotta
You know what
cut it.
snap I use?
That's the 178.
Listen, I'm sorry, guys. Listen, I'm sorry. Enough about swim baits. You guys got to get you some of this, okay? I need to see more gas, okay? You got to start prepping, guys.
I use the snap that comes on the
Nobody listens. You're all gonna die.
We heard you. We gave you free airtime. Oh my God, what's wrong with him?
I did Eric. I filled the boat up, and then the boat's parked next to the house, so there's 60 gallons right there. And then you just take a piece of tubing, and
Yeah,
you're good to go. You can fill the truck up 3 times with the 60 gallons in the boat.
that's true. And you got your boat with you. What's your setup for your glide bait, Matt? Talk about it. Line.
It totally
Hey,
depends.
Treble.
If I'm a box, I'll use a 7.6 heavy.
Yeah.
Just like a 7.6 heavy flipping stick, 25-pound fluorocarbon, like sunline shooter,
Yep.
and a regular reel. I mean, I think it's counterproductive to overpower that thing.
Yeah, true.
I mean,
It's just a big treble hook bait, right?
Good.
How big's
Yeah.
your rod? What's your rod?
Jeez,
What's your
these guys
favorite
just
glide
wanna
bait
talk
and
fishing.
rod?
Just a 7.6 heavy flipping stick, and if I'm in open water, I'll throw like a 7.10. Like even, I mean, I don't have like the specific swim bait rods and stuff like that. But if I have like a 7.10 extra heavy cranking rod,
Yeah. Because it's got to have a
Well,
parabolic bend.
yeah.
I agree,
Yeah.
and you got to let it load up to flip it. What about the? I like this rainbow trout color, man. I don't know why they like it on any lake, dude. That is a matte finish. You got to check that. Can you see it? You can see the hook
Yeah.
rash. I put some work
Yeah.
into this bait.
rash on there.
Mm-hmm.
You use
Yep.
the silencers on any of yours?
Do I what? Silencers? No.
Yeah. So where the bevel is.
Do you
know
like
what-
them?
couple of mine came with it, a couple don't. I don't know if I could notice a difference, but some guys swear by the silencers.
How about this
Really?
guy?
That's not a glide bait, it's like a pond bait.
That's the one I would throw for smallmouth. This guy's cute.
Which one?
Except I didn't know what I was doing when I bought him, and this one floats. So when would you use a floating one?
That's a 70. I wouldn't use it.
Okay, how about this guy?
Why did you go buying the baits without talking to me?
I just got all crazy at one of these shows, and
That's a 148. I wouldn't throw it.
Would you throw this one?
Smallmouth, I think with smallmouth will wreck it. I don't know what the glide's like on a 148.
No. Do you see me? I'm showing a rat right now.
Bullshit.
I don't know.
So we're ready to rat fish, bro.
This one will work.
Which one, Travis? Yeah, I think the bullshit will get you.
That's a 148 again.
That's a big one. That's a big one, man.
Bull kill.
I don't know.
I don't even know where mine. Yeah, mine aren't here. Mine are in the boat.
So Matt, what kind of prepping have you done since you talked to me? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, the conversation we had, where are you at as far as seriousness?
As far as seriousness, I feel like you're kind of a conspiracy theorist.
Oh, gee.
Oh, he definitely is.
So where are you at?
I mean,
Are you a 4? An
You brought up
8?
some interesting points, but then you like step back into reality and you're like, okay, let's just, in case we have to get a couple extra gallons of water, let's get some stuff to take care of, a little Chef Boyardee, ride this thing out, not transmit it to anyone else, fish by yourself a couple times, keep an eye on the news, and we'll be good to go.
Okay.
Like I said, you brought up valid points.
That's what I thought. But
I feel like it was kind of like, okay, so like back when I fished as a co-angler, like back in the day when I was like 18 or 19 years old, and you'd get that guy that's like, dude, we're going to go out and freaking crush him tomorrow, and here's how we're going to catch it. It's like a guaranteed thing. And you get like all excited, and then you get out there and you're like, this is not at all how I envision this going.
uh-huh.
Feel like you're the guy who's talking up what's going to happen the next day, and then you get out there and at like 2 you're like, dear God, I need a limit.
Yeah, what about the phony shads in KGB? Are you a phony shad guy?
I know about them and follow and stuff, but like, listen, I stick with, like I said, joining Claw 178, the River to Sea flavor, and the, I mean, I use them, I work them, like I use them a lot. Yeah. And I mean, you can go way down the wormhole on that, like way down the wormhole. I enjoy watching the guys who go down the wormhole. It's freaking awesome to watch, but
it is, isn't it?
I mean, until, you know, I've got an order in for a couple that are like a year out, and it's been like a year already. But I mean, until something else, like really, I'm like, I think those are more effective than those three. That's what I'm gonna.
You mean the high-powered herring?
Sure.
Yeah, that is.
Matt, did you throw a glide on Cumberland? Would you have thought of throwing one there or no?
Yeah, it crossed my mind. I had them in the boat, but I like it more from like now, 50-degree water all the way through like 72, 73. Post spawn. Okay. Like I'm a big pre to post spawn guy with it.
Mm-hmm. Not the fall bait. Not a fall bait.
100% could be a fall bait. I just don't have confidence in the fall. I know. I got buddies who catch the heck out of it.
Would you throw that bait now in a tournament?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh.
Like, I'll have it tied on. I mean, as long as there's clarity. I don't like it when it's muddy, but as long as I got 3 foot of clarity, I'll have one tied on at the boat for all the like local tournaments, regional, everything.
CG3 goes, he's real concerned about the the situation. He goes, I hope they don't cancel the Forest Wood Cup.
What's
that? What do you say to
Cup.
that?
There's no 4-foot cup. It's already been canceled.
Oh, that's a joke, Eric.
I got it. Damn it.
That's my mind. I felt like that was appropriate.
You don't need to downsize for smallies. 3-pound fish eat 10-inch swim baits. I agree.
There's 10 Killer, which is a lake in Oklahoma. I've caught more 13 to 14-inch smallmouth on a glide bait than I have 3 to 5 pounder.
When you get that first hit on
Crazy.
it, do you, like, because you're expecting a big bite, do they fool you for a little bit? Like that first initial grab? They have to.
No, because you see a lot of them.
Okay.
Like, you see a lot of them. Like, I've pulled up a school of 30 spotted bass off of a ledge before. Like, you can
That's so
see them.
crazy.
Like, it's like lemmings. There's something weird about it.
I agree, man. It's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But it took me probably, a year before I had confidence to, like, actually pick it up in a tournament and think that I could catch something on it.
I got you.
Most of the bites that I've had that I'm not seeing them are on hard shade lines. Bluff ends that have a hard shade line, a dock with a door that's half open that you pitch it under and they'll hit it right as it comes out of that, where the cross beam's like 6 foot under the water there. I feel like when you're not able to see the bait, if you can put that in a classic ambush zone, that's when you'll wreck it. Like, very rarely do you fire it out when it's sunny or when it's calm or something and you don't see it and you get bit. Like, that's when they'll follow it and you'll have to make them bite when you get it in and you see them. But if you can put it in a, where they have to make that decision right there, hard shade line, hard cover, something where they don't see it and then all of a sudden they see it, I think that's when you get bit where you don't see the bait. Just my opinion.
I'm just replying to the comments. They want to know how bad it's going to get. I go
on that one that the video that Travis showed. Could you see that fish light it up, Eric?
Yeah. I watched the bite.
Yeah, they're personalities, aren't they?
Yes.
Each fish has the person. You can tell the ones that like really want it but are cautious. You can tell the ones that are just like reckless, like Travis in high school. You can tell the ones. I mean.
Matt, do you?
Hey, so if you're changing your hooks out, go ahead.
Do you put? Do you cover your bait with scent or not? The glide baits.
It costs like $160 in his hardwood. I ain't putting nothing on it.
I ain't lubing it up
in between runs with a freaking terry cloth that I use to clean my electronics with.
Okay. Oh, jeez. Keith goes, between this channel and the stock market, I'm going to go broke.
Nice.
Perhaps.
Matt, if you're changing out your hooks, what do you go with?
I definitely like a 2X on the glides.
Yeah.
And if you notice the negotiator, the action will definitely be impacted if you go too big on the hooks.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think it's just like a number 1.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, think about it. This is so 2 schools of thought. This is just a big crankbait, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I mean, you're dealing with a bigger fish but if it's 5 to 7, it doesn't have to be a giant hook to handle the fish if you're playing it right.
I mean, that's a big bait. It's got some girth at the top, but I mean, really, towards the back, I mean, it's only 3 ounces?
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
that's a pretty one. Is that through the water yet, even?
Yeah, man. Look, it's got a little hook rash. It's got a tiny bit of hook rash. I mean, I'm ginger with it. You can see the hook rash on the tail, can't you?
My foil's starting to flake off mine.
I mean,
worn through.
Yeah, you fish 100 times more than I do, dude. I mean, I when I'm out tournament fishing and a guy's buzzing the bank and it just doesn't set up. But if he gives me the front in practice, I'll do it. And literally on Smith
lost
Mountain.
One yet?
No, thank God, knock on wood. I've cracked them.
I caught my first one, I want to say, in 2014.
Yeah.
Haven't lost one yet.
I
And I've
cracked it.
thrown it a lot.
I've cracked them. Like I cracked that, and I filled that with Sugru. See how I did that?
Yeah,
It's a pretty good repair job. It's moldable glue.
way beyond my level of.
Dude, man, I was heartbroken because it was throwing the glide off, and I repaired it. It works great. And it's rubberized. So,
A couple questions here, Matt. What's your top baits for 10 killer right now? What would you be throwing?
I got no clue.
Right
Me
now
neither.
on 10 killer, I'd be throwing a balsa flat side in the back half of the creeks.
Oh, now you're talking my language. What kind of balsa flat side, bro?
In the foil or the natural light color. That's
Which
a really
one?
good bait. The natural light.
No. What?
Black
Who?
with a flat side.
Got it. Black label. Thank you.
Or I would be throwing a rock crawler at the mouth of any of those
A
major
rock
cuts.
crawler.
Big smallmouth
Fair enough.
for that.
That rock crawler's legit.
Mhm.
The MD or the deeper version?
55.
That's the shallower version.
9 to 14 foot version.
Oh, that's the
Travis
deeper
knows all
version.
about it. Yeah. In red bug.
Yeah. You gotta love red in the spring break.
And then as far back as I can in all the cuts with the old, if there's color in the back with the old Colorado half-ounce War Eagle with the orange kicker.
Real quick, I just got to answer a quick question. Walleye Hogger goes, what's your top round for home defense, Travis? And I have a funny story. So I own when I left Wisconsin, I own a 12-gauge shotgun. It's a Beretta pump, 3.5 inch. I killed some ducks with it, but so I went to I have like maybe 6 shotgun shells laying around here that I could find. So I went to the gun store 2 days ago, and I had to wait in line for an hour and a half to get inside the store. That's how long the line was on Monday. Okay, Monday afternoon. I get there, and all they had was 7.5 birdshot, 2 3/4. I think it was like clay pigeon shotgun shells. I go, I'll take all of them. All 4? Yes, 4 boxes. Then, as I'm checking out, I see on the shelf a small box that read, an old school looking box that read buckshot. I go, well, what about those? They're like, oh, that's for our target practice, blah, blah, blah. I go, I'll take those too. She goes, $4. I go, done. So I have 20. What do I have? I have 100 rounds of 7.5 inch bird shot and 5 buckshots. That's all I got, guys. In case you're wondering.
I got a hockey stick and a baseball bat.
There you go. Oh, these comments are funny. Eric, are you paying attention to these comments?
I'm sorry. Somebody was pinging me on the old Insta.
Computer on my cell phone because this was impromptu.
Yes, that's why.
You guys know anything about this?
Oh, man. What is that? Kokanee.
No.
Isn't there a kokanee fish?
There's a
Kokanee salmon.
This is the crispest. Hold on. This is the most crisp Canadian. It's Glacier Fresh beer from Canada.
Oh.
And
I'm
the
talking
only
about.
time I've ever been able to get it is when I go up into Canada. You get it at the duty free store. You can get you can get 30 cans or whatever it is. Well, at the Classic, I was talking on BTL about how much I love kokanee, and I hadn't had it in a couple years. They only import it to 3 states, Colorado being the closest one to Oklahoma. Some Canadians who are coming down. Oh, this is actually a good story. You know Corey Johnson, who pounded a beer on the Classic stage.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Handed Corey Johnson the beer were the ones who brought me the kokanee.
I love
And
it.
they brought the legal limit from Canada through the border to hook me up with the kokanee.
Dude, how sweet is that?
Yeah, you should hear the story. These guys had to like run like like distractions and stuff for security. They almost got kicked out. They almost got deported back to Canada because they had like brought in their beer and like basically like blocked security guards from getting it before Corey could get it. It was good stuff. So anyway, that's the story of the Kokanee beer right there.
That's awesome, man. Tournaments through April are canceled on Carr Lake, otherwise known as Bugs Island. Sad state of affairs, man. Hey, Travis, Cod Fishing 120 or 130 said he's got a spoon and a knife ready to go.
I saw that.
Damn, man, no tournaments, man. I'm dying now. What am I gonna do, Matt?
Bert says bird shot's better than buckshot.
Scatters.
Listen, guys. So seriously, I can't stress this enough. If we go on lockdown, and Eric, don't shake your head. If we go on lockdown, it's going to get for real. And I believe that the deep state's trying to take over this country, and it's not going to be pretty. We are going to go into a financial. Yes, it's after hours, Eric.
I know. Why are you trying to freak out our audience?
Man? I'm being honest with them. Get prepared.
What is deep state, Travis?
You don't even know what that is? You don't even know what that is?
It's the same deep state that held the Corona Beer Company hostage by naming it the coronavirus. Yes.
You can call it the Illuminati, sure. It's going to be, predominant, the Bushes, the Clintons, the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, those people.
I've got enough frogs here to eat for a couple weeks, so I'm good.
So you're talking like Freemason stuff?
A little bit beyond that, yes.
Well, everybody, it's been a great fishing show.
Is your favorite movie National Treasure Book of Secrets?
Yes, it is.
I do like Nicolas Cage, yes.
Yes.
He would be my top 5 actors.
So, Travis, there must be a way to profit from all this. If you've got it figured out.
Well, obviously, if you have some extra cash, but guess what? I went to my bank.
You said earlier in the show that the cash is going to be done.
I know, but I went to my bank on Monday to grab $10,000, and guess how much I could get?
That's because you're a drug runner.
$1,000 is the max that they would let me take out of my own money.
That's because, Travis,
this isn't funny, dude.
I
called ahead. I called
to make a large.
I called that morning. No, they said there's no way we can accommodate your needs, sir.
Guess why? Because 10 other knuckleheads like you went and fucking got all the cash out of the bank that day.
Yeah, they said someone came in with asking for $20,000 before me.
Because they listened to frickin' that guy from InfoWars.
Because they're smart.
Alex Jones,
because they're smart.
All right. What if all your predictions...
Thank you, Bass and Passion. First of all, I wish, because all my predictions for the past 5 fucking years have been true. They've all come to true.
What? I missed those 5-year predictions that
Sure
I've known you for how many years?
I'm pretty sure if your prediction about 2019 was right, you wouldn't have fished the Costas.
Matt, you are a very funny man.
Oh, shit. You guys, we won't be laughing 30 days from now about this. It'll be for real. Anyways.
Well, it's been a great show. I'll go watch McMillions right now.
No, you will wait right here, Eric. We're not done yet. Let's answer some questions here.
I really like this buzzbait, Matt, because I put a 1/4 ounce head with a 1/2 ounce flopper blade, and I can reel this joker slow. That's what I caught my 7.2 on at Clark's Hill. The guy that I was fishing it with made me take it off to give it to him for his tournament, which is now canceled on Sunday.
Oh,
Jason Burrow.
That flat rubber on there, like the old school lucky lures?
Yes.
Yeah,
but it's actually it is silicone. It is silicone. Yeah. It's my buddy Bass Farm.
Rocco Gator.
Yeah, it is, as a matter of fact. This was the original. Hold on for a second. I'm going to get you the original packaging.
Okay.
Who knows about this buzzbait? And this guy invented it back in the day. He's passed away, but it was called the Chatterbuzz.
Oh, yeah, I've got 3 of those.
The Chatterbuzz. And so the guy passed away. Chatterbait sued him because of, I guess, the name infringement. But anyway, my buddy...
Oh, wait, that have anything to do with Chatterbait?
No, not at all.
No way. I just got those last year at a gas station in Amistad, Texas.
Oh, my God, that's awesome. You're kidding me.
Yeah.
So he bought the remaining stock. He's got a new model, which is a pro model, which has a Gamakatsu hook. You can see there's not a lot of bite here. So you have to throw this buzzbait with a trailer hook. There's not a lot of bite. They'll hit the blade a lot, right? But I like it. It's compact. It's a great grass buzzbait for that reason. And you can adjust the head to clack. He makes it with a thin wire, so it doesn't last long, but this bait gets freaking bit. It gets bit.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any squeaky?
I do have like 2 left from Andre. I wish
I could see a squeaky dolphin in person.
All right, I gotta find this. Probably my buzzbait box. I thought I had one on my wall, but I don't. I'll go get. I can't get it tonight.
That's fine. And the last time I saw a squeaky dolphin was probably 2016 on Lake of the Arbuckles.
Oh man!
All things, a blue cat came up in about 3 foot of water.
Oh no!
It literally flattened the blade. You know,
yes,
like an 8-pound blue cat. It was flat, and then when I tried to set it back, the blade broke off.
That was a really cool bait. Why doesn't somebody just bring that back? Why won't Andre make that again?
I don't know. It had the rivet in the middle.
Dude, it was discreet. It like literally out of the gate. One of the things I do is crazy, and Travis busted my chops. I gave him the buzzbait that he used on the Potomac for the 3rd place, and we got it on video. But it was a black and yellow skirt. It was it was 3/8 ounce, I believe, gold blade. But I rust, not stainless steel rivets, steel rivets, and I put them in salt solution. They rust in a couple of months, and then I make the hole in the blade bigger before I build the bait. I get them unmade. So I take a pair of scissors that I use for fly tying, these right here, and then I'll make the hole in the blade wider on the back, wider on the front, and I put a little bead on front, and then I take a pair of pliers and I scrape the arm with a pair of just needle nose pliers. I scrape the shit out of it, and I'm telling you, man, it squeals right out of the gate like you've been throwing it for 1,500 casts, and it lasts longer, but it squeals like a bitch with that rusted rivet. A little bit of a tip, man. That's a little tune-up tip for your buzz baits. If you wanna, steel rivets are hard to find, first of all, but that's what I'm talking about. Travis, where you at, bro?
I'm right here, Brohim. I was just reading the comments.
Yeah, this is a Bass Alarm buzz baits. You could find him. He's got an Instagram page. You can DM him.
Bass Alarm
he's super
buzz
busy.
baits.
Bass Alarm, but that's what Travis used. That was his buzz bait that he used for a 3rd place finish on the.
I can't keep up with these comments. So,
yes.
Jeez.
Yeah, Crocodigators, it's a good one, but I like my Bass Alarm, man.
Eric, can you help me keep up with these?
Boogerman.
How far do you?
Boogerman, or do they?
Boogerman's coming back, apparently.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of the ones that are like, oh, this is the old booger. It just doesn't feel the same.
Do you remember how big that giant Boogerman was? It was like that. Yeah. It was giant.
Yeah,
it was the biggest. I got 2. I got 2 left. That's it. And I got like.
I own more than one. I own like 25.
You don't own 25 Boogerman.
What did I just do?
The hook point, the very point and the point of the barb rusts on my Boogermans.
That sucks. That's terrible.
Why is there 2? Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, Crocodigator's got a real deep clicking sound. It's really wild to look at the headbanger buzzbaits and the different sounds that they make. You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, there's something about it, man. He's making a unpainted head now at Bass Alarm, and it's got a completely different sound with no paint on it. especially if I'm throwing a white because it's unpainted silver. It's like lead, but it makes a higher pitch. It makes a higher pitch click. It's crazy. It sounds completely different. And he's got a pro model with an extended gami on it, so I get a little bit more bite out of, which I'm happy about. But this bait just gets bit, man, and it's the thin wire. I can't tell you why, but this original chatterbuzz had a little bit thinner gauge wire, and then you see the buzz baits with really super thick wire. It's kind of like a spinner bait. This thing, just the whole bait vibrates. Yep. The whole bait is just like blah, 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 and especially with that floppy blade, he makes it with the hole through. There's something about that old school, lunker lure flop blade that just gets it going, man. I don't know why. I don't know why.
A lot of sense, because the Boogermans that I have that I really, really like, I've worn the paint off, and it's got the V shape, and it's straight up lead that it's hitting. But if you think about it, the paint is going to be slicker, so it's going to have less friction. So it's going to have less void, but you have that porous lead. Yeah, it's actually going to create more of a friction. It's kind of like the same theory as why, if you throw like a Hildenbrand blade as opposed to like a gold as opposed to like a painted blade, it's going to feel a little bit different thump. That's because you have different water displacement going around that blade because you have a layer of that paint going around it.
100%, man. I think it's the little details that matter. I mean, honestly, man, that's why I like to tweak shit. Yeah. You gotta find the fish.
Like everyone overlooks if you haven't noticed that. Like
fair enough. Fair statement. Fair statement. You gotta find the fish to catch the fish.
If you're not around shit, it doesn't matter whether you got painted, non-painted blades, porous lead heads, painted heads, floppy blades, whatever.
Don't
I mean,
matter.
you got to be
You're
the
right.
dang things.
You got to find the fish before you catch the fish. Ain't no doubt.
That's right. All you can need is a drop shot and a DT10, broheems. Hey, I mean, I was ranked number 1 in amateur anglers.
Well, Travis, this will be a short season of videos. We don't have any other techniques to cover. Just get yourself DT10s and drop shot, folks, and you're done for the year. Jimmy's version would be even shorter.
Yeah.
All you need is a
French fry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it? I'm confused. Is it a French fry or a centipede?
Well, what we try to do is like throw people off calling it a French fry.
But it's really a centipede.
That's the brand.
Is there a bait called a French fry?
No.
Whoa.
Not that I know of. There was the bacon rind that had the little corkscrew tail off the back. Right? There's the Zoom centipede, which people call the French fry. There's the Chompers makes, what do they call theirs?
Chompers?
Yeah, they make a fry bait.
They make something other than a twin-tail grub?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Chomper. Well, they make some good tubes, too. They have a double-dyed tube where the inside...
Double dip?
No, double, like the inside of the tentacles are dyed as well.
No, it's dipped. The first dip is orange. The next dip is green pumpkin.
Whatever.
That's what it is. It's
Don't
not whatever.
Don't start with me. Hey, first of all, I just... these comments. First of all, I just want to thank everybody for hanging out with us for over... How long have we been going now?
7:30.
2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was probably our best show as to date.
Really?
I do. Don't you?
I thought it was fantastic. We got a lot more bait talk in this one, thank God.
We did,
Thanks, Matt.
And it should be. It should be. We need to talk about what's really going on, but that's fine. Hey, so next week we're doing the Tuesday live because Stray Cats is normally on Wednesdays. I talked to them at the Classic, and we decided it's best to just find a different day to do it. So we'll be doing that Tuesday.
Yeah, because didn't they have Hank Cherry on tonight, Classic champion?
I don't know.
Yes, we're going up against the Classic champ.
Well, we did pretty good number-wise for that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Dan says Matt did a great...
That's 2 of them.
Matt said they said Matt did a great job filling in. What else we got? We're all on lockdown. Yes.
Three things that everybody should do in the next 48 hours.
What?
Yeah, 3 things. The Smallmouth Crush is 3 things to do in the next 48 hours to save yourself from the apocalypse.
Okay.
Case of wine, $10,000, 10,000 rounds, and go to Wisconsin.
That's it. You need to make sure your gas tanks are full and that you have extra gas. And if you have a bug out place that you can get to, they're going to tell us it's quarantine. It'll be longer than 2 weeks, but you will have about 24 hours to get to where you need to go. I would get outside the big cities. After the looting and they get hungry, they're going to come to your house. It's that simple. If you live in a townhouse like me, you're going to want to park your truck as close to the garage door as you can. If you have another vehicle, park it as close to the front door as you can to use as a barricade. Make sure you have plenty of food. I have a freezer full of bison and elk, but when the government cuts our power off, we're fucked. So I don't know what to do.
Travis.
What? You guys are like, this guy's nuts. Are you kidding? We've never experienced this in our lives.
What are your 3 suggestions? Epic Eric, what are your 3 suggestions? Next 48 hours, what do we need to do? Epic Eric.
To me, sure. I think you should always have cash on hand in case there's some, problem with the grid, right? Because there could be one day, in the event of a grid problem and you don't have access to an ATM or your credit cards don't function, it is advisable, I think, even before now, to have cash on hand, right? So at least you could buy goods. I think it's savvy to have some good food that, if the worst would happen, you'd have it on hand. Do I think there's going to be looting and rioting that the full force of the American military, that there is no other power on earth that can match, couldn't suppress it? Travis wasn't alive in the 60s when there were major riots going on and there were military deployed in cities and they controlled the situation. I don't think it's going to get to that. I'm not sure why Travis thinks that's happening. But, so, in any event, you could still drink tap water. No reason to have, gallons of tap water. Gallons of bottled water on hand, right? Travis, would you agree? Because, no, wait a minute. You drink tap water, but he puts it through that funny thing. What's that silver tower?
The Berkey.
The Berkey silver tower. Right, because that's a whole nother thread. Fluoridated water, dumbing down the population. That's other deep state shit. Mind control. We could go for days. He's tried me, but I shut him off.
Give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to be right back, and then we're going to wrap this all up, okay? Just talk
Where are you going?
I'll be right back. Don't worry.
Are you getting your tin hat? Somebody said.
$10. He comes back with the gas mask on. What do you say, Eric?
He started the show with gloves and a mask on, but maybe he's saving something good.
Dude, we need to talk off air about this Clyde thing, because I kind of tuned in for it and I was like, oh, Travis is not well versed in this. He's kind of just touching the surface of the glide bait game.
Yes, that's very true. Very true. I'd love to go deep into it, man, because I was fascinated by it. Did you watch Southern Trout Eaters?
Yeah. I've watched all that.
Wasn't that extraordinary?
Yeah.
All right, sorry guys, I'm back. So we're going to definitely wrap this show up.
That was close.
Or just big bait footage. Nizuma rats were on that show, 22nd Century. Triple trout.
Have you catch the brown trout?
No.
On the White River?
Was that a whole nother episode, not on Southern Trout Eaters? Well, that was part of the show, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on the White River below Bullshit.
Yeah, where they have those 40-pound brown trout. He got the tin foil.
That was close to the gap.
I can't keep it on. I'm scared now. There we go.
That's because they've got the gravitational force that's pulling the...
Well, don't even talk about gravity. Gravity's not what you think, Matt.
Oh, my God. Travis delighted me with the conversation, and I truly was interested in what he had to say. Mm-hmm. I didn't agree with what he had to say, but the astral plane conversation on the way to the Ike Live Foundation. Travis, you believe you were on the Edmund Fitzgerald that sunk on Superior, correct?
In 1974, yes, in my past life.
Right, the lake called Gitchagumi. So this is your second life. Yeah, so Travis is reborn. And it was a fascinating conversation, Matt. You should plumb the depths of that the next time you guys travel to a tournament in 2021.
Because that's Fitzgerald. Didn't they like do a song about that?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
it's Gordon
yes.
Lightfoot. Hold on for a second. Let me spin it up for you guys for a second, okay?
Jeez.
I love that song.
It's a great song, man.
It gets me right here, man. Gets me right here.
I mean, he was misty when he talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really was, man. And he believes he was on that ship. And he thinks I might have been on it too. Right, Travis?
No, I didn't say that.
I thought you said we were brothers from another mother, man.
I said we're definitely we were a spirit family. You may have been my mother in a past life. That's what I said.
Why do I have to be your mom?
It doesn't matter. You could be anything. But we are connected.
Okay.
The sad part is this is more believable than what Travis told me yesterday.
Well.
Right? Hold on. Let me go to my playlists.
I haven't heard this song in years.
I know, right? I think I got it on this one.
Did you record this song in a past life too, Travis?
No.
I think he did.
What are we even talking about?
Hey, Siri, play the Edmund Fitzgerald.
We're going to end it with the Edmund Fitzgerald song.
Playing the record, the Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot.
Hold on, Travis?
Now we're not going to be able to profit off this video. Copyright.
Why?
That's pretty loud, bro. He may have fed from your breast, Eric, in the past.
All right.
Oh, man. Listen, guys, I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Awesome show. I love it.
This is awesome, man.
Dude, I love it.
It's Joey Van Berg. Travis's wife was in the car, and she was just listening to us talk, and I had a million questions for Travis. I was fascinated by the conversation. I can't say that I believed it, but it was fascinating nonetheless, man.
What do you think, Matt? Are you going to come back on the show sometime?
I hope so, because I want to talk baits with Matt bad.
Hey, whatever you want me. All
Matt.
I do is clean worst stalls and cook.
Matt, would you throw that? The old bomber? I painted that.
Well, yeah, the original, the Abergash Mud Bug.
Yeah, dude, I'd throw that motherfucker. I painted that bitch. That thing is going to get hit. I want to throw a bunch of old school baits on the bay.
Right?
Yes, it does.
Yep.
Right?
I've caught a few on the Abergash Mud Bugs.
All right. Me too, man. When I was a kid, I freaking wrecked them on that thing. Would you throw the June Bug Excalibur that I painted?
That's an under black.
Hello.
That's
You could have a whole show on black crankbait.
The world.
How about skunk? What about skunk? That's a old Carolina secret color, bro. Skunk. Right?
There's a couple lakes in Oklahoma.
Do they get eaten?
Oh,
Nice.
It was just like the pair of trousers. That's the color, cat.
Jackie. What color pants are you wearing? Khaki. That's a great commercial.
Are you guys
Travis,
done?
where you at, man?
I'm about ready to wrap this up. I gotta get to bed. We got the Edmund Fitzgerald sinking. Tears rolling down my eyes. I
know,
can't
don't
take
cry,
it
man.
anymore.
Don't cry, bro. Don't cry.
I can't take it.
It's a great song, though, man. Put your glasses on, Brohoss, and sign out.
All right, guys. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Leave any likes.
Thanks for putting Matt's call sign up on Instagram and mine too.
Oh, hey, yeah. Listen.
I really appreciate that.
Most of my viewers, viewers already know about Matt. Bass Talk Live. Watch his show.
Well, everybody knows about Matt, but I'm still trying to build a brand over here, you fucker. Let me tell you something. The last time you put at Eric Epic Official up there, I got like 15 subscribers.
Okay.
Tonight, I would have got 50, and just FYI, I'm doing a big giveaway at 2,000. So let me tell you something. The viewers missed out tonight. So for anybody who doesn't know who I am, I'm typing it in right now.
Please
Epic
do.
Eric Official.
Yes.
What do you guys want me to give away? Matt, what should I give away for my Epic Crankbait collection?
Ooh. I mean, you can't give away anything super special, but I feel like everyone would appreciate just an old school RC.
Wait, RC? The RC?
1.5 inch splatterback.
All right, hold on for a sec. Let's go find that. Give me a sec.
I mean, that's a solid crankbait. It's not, you can't get it.
Oh my God, I love
We're
it,
ruined, Travis.
dude. I love it. No, this is great.
Travis might want that 1.5 DD in bull shad.
Ooh,
God, I love that color.
How many of those do you have, Brohim?
I got plenty.
I'm sure you do.
Or you might want the RC 3.5. If you want a bigger bite, copper shad. Sorry. Or maybe a fat CD, Matt. There's so many choices. I'll come up with something good.
Free?
Oh my God, I got a ton of BDS series. I love that bait, dude. Hey, do you believe, yeah, of course. Do you believe that the BDS 3 gets a bigger bite? Because I do.
100%.
Thank you. Thank you.
Something about that roll. It's got a little bit of a roll to it. It's got a launch body.
No doubt about it. Somebody wants me to give away a mutt, but I won't give any full mutts away. But I'll give a mutt away. How about that?
There's that much.
Oh, I've got him. Way back. I got a bunch of mutts. I'll give away a mutt. I'll give away a Zoom, Ed Chambers Zoom sign WEC mutt when I hit 2,000 subscribers.
Followers.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Followers. This song is still playing, Travis.
It's a long one.
Holy, my God. Original Honeybee. I got that. You know what? I'll come up with something great.
Let me tell you a quick story about that. Shut it down real quick. Shut the music down.
I was enjoying it.
It's over.
17 seconds. All right, we're shutting it down.
All right, so Gordon Lightfoot actually wrote that song, I believe, in '76, and it was a tribute, obviously, to the people that died on the Edmund Fitzgerald. It left out of, I believe, Duluth, Minnesota, or it could have been very close to Wisconsin right there. It was on its way to Cleveland. It sunk, I believe, just about 15 miles from Whitefish Bay, which if they made it, they would have been all fine and dandy. But they'd never recovered the bodies or anything. It's crazy. But it's a crazy. It's like we haven't had a shipwreck on the Great Lakes like that since then.
Did they find the Edmund Fitzgerald though?
They did, yes. Yep.
Is it still down there?
Yes. Yep. Catch some big smallies off of it, dude.
You seriously have fished it?
Oh no, dude! Come on. I would never. No, it's like in 200 feet of water.
Wow.
But I would fish it if I could.
Matt, I know you want this.
Look at that little morsel.
This is a little shorty.
What's the deepest shipwreck you guys have caught smallmouth out of?
I've never fished a shipwreck.
Okay, Matt?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I live in Oklahoma, bro.
Okay.
I mean, I've caught him off a sunken pontoon after a tornado. Does that count?
I've caught him off spots off a sunken dock. Does that count, Travis?
Uh-huh. Close
Cod
enough.
fishing. I don't have a YouTube channel, Matt. I want to show you a few of the zooms. Hold on. Let me take you on a Zoom tour. Give me a second. Tell me if you could see him.
Oh yeah.
You like?
Hickey.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
That's a secret one. You can't see that one.
Yep.
Wobblers.
That's the
E2. Yeah, buddy. Stumpies. That's just like the ones I wanted to bring out. There's
Are
plenty
those
more.
all old Bagleys underneath it?
No, these are Iris C. This is a guy remaking a Bagley.
To the right. I thought I saw some of the old yellow Bagley boxes. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. But this guy's remaking Bagleys, man. That's going to be sweet. I'm stoked about that bait. Here's your fat CBs.
Yep.
And crack. That's a great color, right?
Yep.
And an underrated one.
That crack was a Steve Reese color.
It sure was. If you can find this bait, everybody. Oops.
Do you guys like that crack color? Because I have it in a pointer 100. It's hit or miss for me.
I've got it in a pointer 100 too, and the dang thing sinks on me.
Oh, what?
Yeah. It's a
You got the
pointer
old
100 in crack, but I
There's
put it
Bagleys down there. Oh, Matt. This is what. Should I give this one away? When I hit 5,000, I'm giving that away, maybe.
Is that the wake? The RC wake on the
That's
right there?
the RC wake. It's some. This is the RC perfect selection.
Oh, is that the 1.5 DD?
Yeah, 1.5 DD, two 1.5s. You got a tomato crawl and a chartreuse
How old
black
is
back.
that?
I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. I don't even know.
That away. That's legendary, man.
No, that's true. I probably have to keep that in the
That's
pack.
on the wall. That doesn't need to be. That needs to be on the wall.
Yeah, you're right. But that would be cool. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'll come up with something good. I want to give the viewers something good for their loyalty to Smallmouth Crush Tin Hat, man.
He's killing it.
He is, right?
Smallmouth Crush is killing it.
I'm trying.
It's the only show that when it notifies me that you guys are live, I'm like, ooh, we're watching.
You know what? I just feel like he's got to do a little more content.
I'm
And
going
I talked
to.
to him about this. I mean, now that he's got no guide trips, apparently, he said, right?
I don't think I'll be fishing this year. No.
Come down to Oklahoma. We'll go throw glide baits for 3 or 4
I'm
days.
not going to be able to
Down.
travel there. We're going to be on shutdown, Matt. You don't get it. We're not going to go to the lakes.
You're
Oh, that's right.
An AK-47.
Dang.
Oh, wow. I don't want it to end, but we got to end it.
You're right. We got to end
You
it.
got to end it. Otherwise, it just keeps
Civilization or this show?
the show.
Oh, okay.
But before we go, I want to show Travis a secret smallmouth jig. What was that?
I didn't see it. The fuck?
You
Oh,
wanna
that's
see it? Can
no.
I show
don't.
it?
Don't. I'll
Can
shut.
I?
Yeah.
All right, I won't do it.
Don't.
I'll show my.
No, you gotta show
I'm going to
it.
show my secret bed fishing jig.
Okay.
See?
Yeah.
Little ball head. This stuff drives them wild, man. If you can fly tire, you know anybody that can, get them to make you a few jigs like that. Chuck that in a bed, or just chuck it around. Yeah, it's rabbit zonker. Zonka.
I can try to wear it. Oh man.
What are you gonna try to wear, Travis?
They want me
Like
to
when
wear my hat if I book a guide trip with me. Will I wear the tin hat? I don't get this. For one, this is just a stereotype for people that know the freaking truth, and it bothers me.
That was from Signs, bro. That's an alien movie.
I don't even know. I don't know where. I don't follow that stuff. I try to get accurate, up-to-date truth and know what's going on. Unlike you, Eric.
You know, Travis, we were on Wilson Lake, and he goes, I got to go home. I got to hit the road. And so I said, man, let me just throw this DT6 along this riprap. All right. So in a way to make me stop fishing, he syncs his phone up with the boat with Alex Jones InfoWars. I literally wanted to jump in the lake into the heavy current and die.
But
after
you
5
didn't.
minutes to
You
listen to
kept
that.
casting, bro. You kept casting.
That's why I didn't catch a fish, because I couldn't concentrate, man. It made me reel faster. My heart was beating. It's just so bad. How do you do it? What? It's just so crushing to listen to him. How do you do it?
I don't strictly listen to him. I do monitor what he has to say, and then I compare it with my other sources.
Do you buy the supplements that he promotes?
What's that?
Do you buy the supplements and vitamins and stuff that he sells?
I do take supplements, not the ones that he recommends, but if he didn't, you can't go wrong purchasing products from him. Those are great supplements that he makes. Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If you wear an Alex Jones dye sublimated jersey at the next tournament that you fish in,
I'll pay you $1,000. Me too. I'll add to it.
In 2010, when I was trying to get in 2010,
an InfoWars dye sublimated jersey.
In 2010, when I was trying to get sponsorship for the Elite Series, I wrote an email to Alex Jones asking if he would sponsor me.
Did he answer?
No. Mark listens to him. He's got to.
Jeffries?
Mark?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
Well, you want to go halvesies on an InfoWars jersey for Travis?
I'll do it. I'll do it. And just wear it when you're guiding.
Do it.
Totally. I'm in. Look, I sent the fucking
powdered goat penis supplement and stuff like on it and stuff.
What the hell? Yes.
Didn't you guys hear his with Joe Rogan and Alex Jones? Did you hear that interview?
No, Travis, no, fuck no, I didn't hear that. No, I don't listen to it. No, and I wouldn't listen.
And the only reason why is because you're scared of what people are going to think of you because society says it's wrong.
I'm 58 years old, Travis. I'm 58 years old. I've seen some shit. I grew up in the 60s, right?
They are 60s. Great quality, Bass and Passion,
70s,
guaranteed.
80s, 90s, 2000. It's 2018.
And right? I don't want to be associated. Listen, I said Alex Jones is an outlet that I listen to. It's not my full everything I get. I am able to make decisions based on all the different information that I get.
Okay, I want you to tell me, before this outbreak, this virus that's confronting the world, what actionable information, practical thing have you done differently in your life? I've only known you for 3 years. 3 years, I think. I can't hear him now.
You're fine. Keep going.
Oh, what actionable information have you gathered that you've put into practical use in your life, other than the good water that you drink? And I don't think anybody could disagree with good water. If you're concerned about chemicals in your water, you should drink better water. I fully agree there.
All right.
You know I believe in minerals, so we're good to go there.
Yes, minerals, supplements.
We're good to go there. But I want to talk about the other part, the conspiracy theories, the deep state, all this other stuff. Before this outbreak, what practical things have you done with your life?
Sure.
Actionable things that you could share with the public
Once
today.
you understand what the deep state's all about, you won't take the news serious. You won't let things worry you. You'll see the plan.
Travis, if I listened to what you listen to, all I would do is fucking worry.
No, you have to at least know.
Every single person you've talked to this last 2 weeks has literally got off the phone in a fucking panic with you.
Yes, because they're not ready. Because they're not ready for the truth, Eric. That's why.
No, I'm talking about before, which is a very difficult situation for this country. I would agree, in the world. Prior to that, what have you done?
I just told you. I understand what the media does. I understand how everything's manipulated. I understand what the end game is. Depopulation. I know what the Rockefellers are, the Rothschilds, the Bushes. I know what's behind the Kennedy assassinations, the moon landings, everything. I know the truth.
So what do you
do?
a
lot. There's nothing you can do about it.
So
I just know.
If you don't do anything.
When NASA.
So what does that matter? What does it matter? If you're not doing anything with it, what's it matter?
All I know is after you guys get done with this live feed, you need to go to YouTube and type in Tom MacDonald, MacDonald. He's a rapper, which I'm not a big rapper, but he spits the truth. In those last 10 songs, he's dead on about society. I need you to look up his last one called Coronavirus. it's a pretty cool video. You seen it? Don't lie, Eric.
I thought it was a good video. There had
Yes.
some good messages in there. I wouldn't disagree.
Yeah.
But that's not going to be my Bible.
And no, I don't think the Earth is flat, but I certainly looked into it because I'm open-minded, and there's a lot of questions I have. Why can't we go to Antarctica? What does NASA do with $55 million a year or a day in taxpayer dollars? There's so many questions I have. I'm not saying they're worth.
Antarctica?
What's that?
We can't go to Antarctica?
Oh, you can go there on the little tourist area and look at the flag, but you can't go to Antarctica.
So what you mean is it ends. And why would I want to go to Antarctica? I'd rather go to Kentucky Lake with you and fish with Matt.
You would not want to go to Kentucky Lake.
No one wants to go to Kentucky right
10
now.
killer? 10 killer?
I don't know.
All right, just give me a lake I want to go to.
Clear Lake. Clear Lake.
Yeah, I want to go to Clear Lake in California. I want to do a YOLO trip across the country. I want to see the good in people. I want to see the good in the country that we live in. That's what I want to do. I want to fill my spirit with that and like pass on some good vibes, man. Not that the government's out to get us and the conspiracies and this and that and spend all my waking hours researching shit I don't act upon.
You should spend a month and every night you do a live show and you check back in with Travis and you work your way across the country up north and then work your way across the country back south and you have a different guest that you're staying with and you line it up with all the SmallmouthCrush guests.
I'm totally doing that. That's an idea for a show that I pitched to Travis. Travel across the country. We're not listening to any conspiracy theories along the way. We'll listen to good rock. We can talk about that stuff, but I don't want to listen to those people. I do listen to you. I ask you questions. I am open-minded. You cannot say that I don't. I found you fascinating that one night. I was super open-minded. I'm a spiritual guy, but there are limits. But I would rather focus on like going across country and like visiting storied lakes and just getting after it, man. I think that would be fantastic.
I get it. So what's your favorite, you want to get back to fishing, what's your favorite crankbait color of all times?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, for the waters I fish, probably Fire Tiger.
Matt?
Chartreuse blackback.
Yeah, I would have said that as my second.
Oh, all right. That's fine. Fair enough.
I mean, when they're on this... What's that?
What about you, Travis?
Helsinki.
There you go. That's a good one.
Where did that come from?
Helsinki Chad.
Oh, shit. We got to go to bed. Hey, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Leave any likes and comments below. We'll see you guys. Thank you, everybody. And as always, until next time, we'll see you on the water.
See you on...